It's a Victory Monday. You are hanging out in the break room. Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5 WCMF. How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good, buddy.
What's going on, female buddy?
Doing good, buddy.
It is brutally cold outside. 17 degrees. Feels like 10 degrees. We are not going to get above 24 degrees of actual temperature. Who knows what the hell it feels like, although it is going to start to get warmer in the middle of the week.
Okay.
High of 32 tomorrow. High of 37 on Wednesday.
It's going to be like Miami.
Get them Bermuda shorts ready, buddy. We have all morning in which to get into this amazing Bills game from yesterday, which we will be spending that time. If you are just getting up this morning, Chiefs lost last night.
Saw that.
It was close, right?
6 and 7. It was a 10-point win. Yeah, I mean, yes, it was close to the end, but yeah. So the Chiefs are 6 and 7.
And they may not make the playoffs.
They would have to win out and get help
to
make the playoffs because the Bills are currently the number one wild card right now at 9 wins. So, yeah, I mean.
And we all know how the Colts game went yesterday.
Poor Daniel Jones.
I feel bad.
Poor Daniel. See what happened?
What happened to the Colts?
Daniel Jones, the quarterback from New York, comes, has his renaissance in Indianapolis. He blew his Achilles.
Oh, so he's done.
He's done for a year.
So is Indianapolis.
Yep, and their backup quarterback, the guy who was supposed to be the starter, Anthony Richardson, he hurt himself in warm-ups. He broke his orbital bone in warm-ups somehow. Don't know.
So he's out?
He's out. So they have Riley Leonard, who was Notre Dame's quarterback last year. He's like a 6th-round pick, and they got their asses handed to them yesterday.
All right.
So the Colts are shot. I mean, who knows? But, I mean, look, the Chiefs have done crazier.
Yeah.
But you need to win out, and you're going to need help. And, Ravens lost yesterday, too.
So it's just New England.
Well,
that's it, right? That's the only other team that's still pumping.
Are they pumping?
Well, they got 11 wins, right?
Sure.
They had a bye, so we'll see.
All right.
We'll find out this week how pumping they are.
Oh, boy.
But again, I digress.
All right.
We have time because there's something I need to ask both of you, and you'll have different perspectives, which is what I need here. So just to give you a little background. You know what an aura ring is?
An aura plan?
Ring.
Aura ring?
Did your batteries die in your hearing aids?
An aura? No, it's an aura ring.
Okay.
Oh, is that accepted in the horizon or something that you see with the?
Oh yes, but
with the lights, the northern lights.
Yes, but no.
Aurora.
He's thinking of the Aurora Borealis. Yes. He's also thinking of an aura, which is what you see around when you're having a mind
like Jesus had an aura.
You are naming three
like he was
things
with it, man.
and trying to combine.
I'm Jesus,
all
baby. I'm with it.
He's just all right.
I'm the Son of God.
I don't remember him doing Sinatra covers.
Oh, you don't think Jesus could cover everybody?
Well, it'll be hard 2,000 years before Sinatra was born.
Not for him. He knows everything.
Okay, so an aura ring.
Yeah, what's an aura ring?
It's a ring you wear in your finger, and it's a lot like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, where it measures your vitals.
Oh, okay.
All right. So my wife suggested I get one because we got one free through our health insurance at the end of the year.
Nice.
And but she wants to see how I'm sleeping because that's the point of my life I'm in. I'm buying products to measure my sleep.
But your
quality.
sleep sucks because you're on a CPAP machine.
Yep. Well,
so you already know you have trouble sleeping because you snore.
She wants to know if the CPAP machine is working.
Oh.
And fun fact, I've got 97% oxygen saturation when I'm sleeping, so apparently that's good. What I'm getting at is I've been wearing this Oura ring to sleep every night for the last 3 nights to measure my sleep data.
Perfect.
Which is super depressing. So this morning, I get up, and I don't want to wear the Oura ring all day. So I take what I've been doing is taking the Oura ring off when I get up and then putting on my regular wedding band. Well, this morning, first day going to work, take off the Oura ring, go to put my wedding band on. I forgot. I am not wearing my wedding ring this morning.
Okay.
And it's like the first time in forever I haven't put my wedding ring on, and it's weird, like you feel naked without it.
Well, you're just used to having something there.
Like I keep going to play
it
with it.
always feels like it's there.
So, all right, so here's the thing. It's the worst possible day for me to forget my wedding ring.
Why?
I have a doctor's appointment that my wife is going with me to at like 2:30.
Yeah.
So I am going to see my wife before. I'm not going to be able to go home before I go to this thing. I got stuff to do in the middle. And I am afraid of what my wife's reaction's going to be when she notices I don't have my ring on. And I don't know if this will be no big deal.
Yeah.
Or if this is going to be like, where's your ring? Why aren't you wearing the wedding ring? Why aren't you wearing? Where is that?
Would you be more upset if she didn't notice?
No, I don't want her to notice. I don't want to know what happens. I would like her to not notice.
Okay, all right.
Do you forget? Do you ever take it off?
Yeah, I do.
What do you take it off for?
Well, it's
to put on your fancy clothes. The ring doesn't go with these pants.
So
you sound like my wife.
It's titanium.
Okay.
And if I'm out, I don't like if I'm working in the yard and stuff like that. I take it off because it's a pain in the ass. It's thick. I don't really like it. It's kind of a pain in the
I
ass.
wouldn't have said that out loud.
No, I mean, I like being married, but
I don't like my wedding ring. I want to take it off. It burns. It burns.
I think I take it off every day for something.
Okay. But
I mean, I don't like go all day without it. No.
Do you leave the house without it?
I have, yeah.
Has your wife ever noticed?
Yeah, I don't think she. No, probably. It's never been really a big issue.
So for her, you not wearing your wedding ring, no big deal.
Like if I didn't put it on at all, yes.
Okay.
Like if I went all day, yeah, that would be an issue.
Kimmy, does your husband wear his wedding ring all day, every day?
Because I would imagine with his
He's
job.
got one of those rubber ones. He has like multiple like rubber ones. I don't know what they're called, but I see them like laying around. So honestly, I don't know if he's wearing them half the time or if he's switching them out. I don't know.
But I would think with his job, he may not be able to do it with like equipment and stuff, and it gets snagged.
That's why you get the rubber one. I got the rubber one too.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's the
I
greatest.
think a rubber.
I honestly,
that seems like you're kind of like not really into your marriage.
So I don't think he wears the one that he got when we got married is way too big for him.
Okay.
So he never wears the actual nice one. He only wears the rubber one.
Wait, so he's got backup rings?
Yeah, I also have the rubber one and the one I initially
I just got
had.
this.
Well, yeah, because you're lame. I think, dude, the rubber one's great. It's the greatest
Why
invention.
don't I put a rubber on my hand?
No, it's just, it looks like a regular ring. It's
Oh.
just made out, like I have a black one, so it looks like that black titanium.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
from a
it's-
distance you can't tell.
Because it's cheap.
Well, I mean, like,
Is
yeah,
it
no, they're
cheap?
$10 a piece. Yeah,
Oh.
they're super cheap. You can buy them, like, they're like 3 for $25.
I think they're like made to break in case it gets stuck on something.
Yes, yeah, I've ripped through one
Yeah.
already. But no, I mean, like, you know, all the wedding ring is for men is just a flag that I am taken,
Yes.
right? That's all it exists
And nobody
for.
wants you anyway, man. That's the funniest thing.
Speak for yourself, man.
Where are you going,
I
man?
had single women
Do you
running.
see the way you're dressed today?
What? This is awesome. Tell me you're not jealous.
You're wearing Josh Allen's Wyoming
Yeah.
college jersey.
Oh. Josh Allen's Wyoming College jersey from the Poinsettia Bowl.
From the Poinsettia Bowl?
Poinsettia Bowl. Yep.
There's a Poinsettia Bowl?
Yep.
There's a bowl for everything. There's a Pop-Tart bowl.
Yeah, there is about that.
That
There's
one
a
I
Cheez-It
get.
bowl.
Yeah.
All right.
Poinsettia
all right.
Bowl, yeah. Just want to make sure you get it right.
Yeah, I don't think
I
that
paid extra.
screams
I paid
you're
extra
getting laid in that.
Paid extra for the patch. You know, I had single women sprinting at my car when they noticed when I
Yeah,
was
buckle
driving.
bunnies at a goddamn rodeo.
Buckle bunnies at a rodeo,
Oh, yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Bueller.
That's about all you're getting out of that outfit.
Hey, I should be so lucky. Buckle bunnies at a rodeo. No, I never can because women's rings are so over the top.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like with the diamonds or whatever, or the stone, that, you know, there are a lot of women, whatever they do for a living, they have to take it off,
Yeah.
you know, throughout the day. Like, for example, like my wife works in medicine. She
yeah,
has
you have to wear
yeah.
gloves.
Yeah,
or-
she got to take her ring off to take, you know,
Yeah.
put gloves on. So, like, it's never been like a thing for me. But I know multiple men who have simply forgotten to put their rings on or they'd take them off for a little
Yeah.
while where their wives got very upset.
Which is kind of just, they're insecure.
Yeah.
woman.
Women, yeah, that's women.
I know.
Where have you been?
I know. But I always like, anytime I see these women getting insecure over their ape-ass looking husbands, I go, nobody wants that. You don't want to bang that dude. You think there's anybody else lining up for his dong?
Kimmy's
I think it's more
firefighter
the-
husband,
He's
tight
a
T-shirt, tucked
peep-
into a pair of khaki pants.
Yeah, but he's the exception. Most guys in his crew don't look like him.
Calm down over
Jeez,
there.
that was harsh. You met those guys.
No, but it
Man, I
gives-
hope your
I
house catches
know.
on fire now. Standing out in the driveway. Yeah, we're funny boy.
no flabbies. No, but you know what I'm saying. The guy's jacked. Most guys don't look like that. Most guys look like, ugh. Who was that?
I also don't think whether my husband wears his ring or not. Like I don't think it does anything to deter anybody hitting on him.
You don't think so?
He's been hit on when I'm sitting there, so no.
Well, there is a theory.
What's
and
that?
252 WCMF. I woke up this morning and forgot to put my wedding ring on. I'm sleeping with one of those Aura rings. It's the first time haven't had my wedding ring on, and God, I don't even remember. And it's the worst day because I will be seeing my wife after work to go to a doctor's appointment, and she's gonna notice. I know she is, and I'm afraid of what her reaction's gonna be. And like, here's the thing: I could tell her like I've forgotten my ring. Can you please bring it?
Yeah.
Right? But then she went, why'd you
Yeah.
forget your ring?
Yeah. Don't even put it on the radar.
She also was having a night terror last night, so I'm afraid that I
Oh.
cheated on her in her dreams, which would make it 1,000 times
Jesus.
worse.
That's
You know what I
scary.
mean?
Are you two? Man, do you both have trouble sleeping at
She
night?
has the weirdest night.
Night terrors and you're in a CPAP
She like
machine?
wakes up and talks.
No, she won't even wake up. Quick sidebar.
Yeah.
Like she'll be asleep, and she'll, oh no, it's on the stairs. And I'll shake her, be like, wake up. And she'll be awake, but still having the night terror.
So it's almost like sleepwalking.
It's the weirdest thing, man. And like, I literally have to like grab her by both shoulders and be like, but I got my
You
CPAP
are
machine on."
alive.
So I look like Goose in Top Gun. Talk to me, Goose. Me talking to myself. There is a belief, there have been studies done that showed men with wedding rings get hit on more in bars than men without wedding rings.
I don't know if it really does what you think it's going to do.
Okay.
If you think it's going to prevent anything.
So should married men not wear wedding rings to decrease their
odds?
odds?
I wouldn't say that because you don't want to. I would think like if you're going out of your way to not wear your wedding ring, it's more a reflection of you like not wanting people to think you're taken.
But that kind of goes with why my wife would be upset. Because she doesn't know my
Right. No,
intentions.
I'm saying that's why I would be upset. Not so much that like people are going to think you're single. It's more like, why aren't you wearing it?
Well, like the reason I bring this up and why I'm a little bit scared.
Yeah.
My ring finger, the reason I wear the rubber ring, I've dislocated this finger so many times, it changes sizes on a daily basis. So like some days it's a 10, some days it's like a 12, right? So like I had a regular metal ring and I kept popping them.
What do you mean popping them?
Like my finger would swell and I would close my fist and like where it was bound, it would pop, like break. It happened with 2 rings. So I'm like, I just stopped wearing a wedding ring.
Yeah.
And one day, I didn't know my wife was like that passionate about it. And one day she came to me and she's like, I wish you would wear your ring. And I was like, my finger's going to fall off. And she's like, well, we need to find a solution. So we found the rubber ring. So I don't know like what happened. I don't know.
I don't care if your hand gets mangled. Put it on.
Well, no, it was really painful.
Put the ring on.
It was, I would wake up and it was like, All right, so it's no big deal then.
No.
Okay.
Where are you going, man?
What do you mean?
I mean, if you're not here, you're running your kids all over the goddamn county.
Yeah, with
like,
a bunch
for
of
you
hockey moms. With a bunch of hockey moms.
Yeah.
Bro, just saying.
I think they've seen your wife and met your wife.
Yeah. There's other hockey moms for other teams that haven't met me. I'm just saying, I walk in there, I'm all tall, great beard, charming, no wedding.
Are hockey moms hotter than other sports moms?
Well, my wife is a hockey mom, so you tell me.
You tell me.
You tell me, Tommy!
I said compared to other moms.
No, I mean.
Other sports moms.
I don't know. They're all beautiful in their own way.
Okay, there you go.
Couple of pansies. Pandering to all the sports moms out there. No, that's a good question. Kimmy, if I had asked you, the only independent person in the room, of the sports, which mom is the hottest?
I guess I haven't been around a lot of youth sports, so
she's also a bit.
Well, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
I will say this, because hockey is so expensive.
Yeah.
I would say that there's a lot of richer moms at these events based on the amount of money you have to spend to have your kid in hockey.
Parents will make it work no matter where they are.
No, I would say you've got a lot more put together moms.
I have said this before, and I'll say it again.
Get more bundled up moms.
Yeah, you don't get to see the bodies.
A lot of big old fluffy coats.
You have underestimated.
And she puts on a jacket.
You have underestimated the cost of other travel sports. There is no cheap travel sports anymore.
But this has got to be the most.
Nope.
No?
I mean, lacrosse has gotten unbelievable. Baseball's gotten unbelievable. You have like the, horse moms, which are the creme.
The who?
Horse moms, dance moms.
Horse mom, dance mom.
Holiday Inn. Some horse dance moms. All right, we got a dynamite gentleman. Put your ring on this morning. Got a break for you this morning. Here on CMF. Oh, my God. That was a season-saving play. No exaggeration.
Which one?
Okay, that's also a great point.
There was a lot. There was like 3 of them.
I mean, a lot of things that you didn't see coming.
2 weeks ago we sat here after that game to the Texans, and both of you looked me in the face and said the season was over.
Nobody said the season was over.
Oh my God, we have audio.
I said they will not make the playoffs.
You have said that. You said they will not make the playoffs. You said there's no chance they win their division.
Yes, okay. I did say that.
You did say that.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone was down. What's the point?
Yeah. Cancel a new stadium.
It's amazing what 19 days can do to a fan base, because all of the sudden...
It's amazing what 10 minutes can do to a fan base.
It's a valid point.
I hate this team. This team's the worst. I hate watching them. Turning this off.
You didn't think...
This is the greatest team ever.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't mean to be that guy. I have text proof.
Yeah.
There was never a point in that game where I thought they were losing it. Never.
Well, that first half,
I knew it was going to be close.
I didn't think. That first half, they weren't impressing anybody.
The way that it was timing
out, it was still
out,
close.
You had the ability to take the lead coming out of the half, right? You were there. Like that opportunity existed. Look, we have a lot to get into. I will ask this question for 640. How do you not believe right now?
You've got to believe.
Tommy made some picks on Friday.
Yeah.
He forgets all of them. Yeah. We'll get to a Muley postgame excuse Monday together. Yeah. Just after 7:45 here on a postgame Monday. And a man who was at the stadium yesterday wearing one of them face masks, but he pulled it down so he looked like a fisherman.
He had a face mask on?
Well, yeah. It was brutally cold. Brutal.
It was 30 degrees.
The wind chill?
All right.
And you had snow like hitting you in the face, like sideways. Hot takes, Dan Fates from Buffalo Plus and 13 Wham joins us just after 9 to get into the game, plus a whole bunch more. But first, Tommy, we are officially in the holiday season. Did you know how we know that?
Well, because everything around you.
Well, and all the television specials.
Yes.
Right? Rudolph and Frosty was on television over the weekend.
Is that the original one that I grew up on?
Yep, both of them.
They haven't remade that?
So
it's got to look hokey because it was like claymation almost. Like they were like stiff, like little characters.
That's the charm, though.
Yeah, I
guess, but that's like 1960s technology.
I mean, it was old when we were kids. We liked it.
I still love it. But Frosty specifically, we have memories of what things are, and Frosty holds up. It's a simple.
It's the worst story of all of them.
Oh my god!
It really is a terrible.
It was kind of sad.
It's a terrible story.
And then he
man.
He comes back at the end.
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
he
the
says, "I'll
magic's
be
in the
back.
hat.
I'll be back again
Because the
someday."
magic's in the hat. He will be back.
I'm melting.
He sacrificed himself. He's like the Jesus of snowmen.
And even Rudolph's a pretty lousy story for the most part.
Jesus Snowman doing his Frank Sinatra cover. Look, man, if you thought Frosty was sad before.
Yeah, well, they got a new Frosty?
Well, no, they interviewed
What's he on, meth?
They interviewed the son of the man who
I
voiced
saw this.
Frosty the Snowman.
Wait, you did what?
I'm going to tell you, your childhood is about to be devastated, and we'll get to it next year in the break room on CMF. We can't have anything.
What happened?
Well, look, I would argue that our generation, Kimmy, millennials, have taken the most kicks in the scrot over things that we loved as children that turns out had awful backstories when we got grown
Hey,
up.
did you like this? It's about to be ruined.
So what'd you find out?
Well, here's the thing. This is one of the rare instances where everybody
Spans
listening.
generations.
You got it. There are 3 generations that will be affected by this because it turns out one of your favorite holiday shows that has existed forever is about to be ruined.
Oh.
You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5, WCMF, just after 6:45, like we said. Now do you believe?
Okay.
Now are you not entertained? We get to it just after 6:45 on a post-game Monday here in the break room on CMF. So over the weekend, we got hit with a wave of Christmas nostalgia.
Okay.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was on TV, The Grinch was on TV, and Frosty the Snowman was on TV.
All right.
So those shows started showing up in the mid to late 1960s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like a little kid.
You got it. 1969 was the debut of the Frosty the Snowman cartoon. And fun fact, did you know, Frosty the Snowman was voiced by a traveling comedian named Jackie Vernon.
Oh, I thought it was somebody else.
Burl
Okay.
Ives was the snowman from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's what you're thinking.
No, I was thinking Jimmy Durante.
Cha-cha-cha.
Yeah. Frosty the Snowman. I always thought that was Jimmy Durante, but
Well, did he sing
they
the
must have sounded the
song?
same.
That could be a different
Oh,
voice.
maybe.
You know what I mean?
So here's where it's about to get ruined. Everybody
Okay.
loves Frosty the Snowman, right? Kind story. You said it's the worst story of all time, but you hate everything.
Yeah, it's true.
Jackie Vernon's son sat down and
The comedian.
the comedian's son.
Yeah.
Sat down and did a podcast interview with a show that talks about nostalgia from the 50s and 60s.
Now, this guy just voiced it.
He was just the voice of
Yeah.
Frosty the
Frosty,
Snowman.
okay.
But it turns out that Jackie Vernon, the voice of Frosty the Snowman, according to his son, kept not 1 but 2 secret families while he was
a player.
Yes, touring on the road.
I guess this was not the most uncommon thing to do back in the day, because there was other famous people that did this.
Sure. No, I understand that it wasn't uncommon.
Yeah, it's amazing how you could pull it off.
Well, back then it wouldn't have been that hard.
No, but just like to make, but they didn't. Like these families didn't know.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So he had 3 families. He had 2 on the side plus his original.
Which one?
With this kid.
Yeah, but it is weird. Like, is this guy just assuming like he was the original family?
Yeah, you never know.
So
right?
it turns out this kid was a member of the original family
Okay.
because
All right,
the way
all right.
that his mother found out is when he was a teenager, he tells the story of getting a knock on a door from a woman who then informs his wife, the guy's wife, his mother, that she is a member of a family, and then they found out about
Yeah.
another one.
Rosty's a player.
So here's where it gets worse than how it already is. He had a plan, this comedian, to make sure he didn't screw things up.
Okay.
He named all of his sons Ralph.
No.
Oh, so it wouldn't screw up the name.
No.
You got it.
Great idea.
You got it.
Oh my God.
The ass kicker of all of this, as if it's not bad enough. Like
Yeah.
he abandoned,
Yeah,
or he has
yeah.
these secret families
Yeah.
all around
I might
the country.
forget about you
What a
kids, so I'm just
story.
gonna give you all the same name.
He ended up abandoning all of the families he created.
Well, that's kind of how the story ends, right? He kind of, but I'll be back again someday.
But he never came back.
I'll make another family come my way. So he just left.
He left everybody. Like, it's scummy to walk out on your wife and kids.
Yeah.
It's Olympic gold medal scummy to walk out on 3 families.
On 3 Ralphs.
Yes. All the Ralphs, Tommy. Can we not have anything from our childhood, Kimmy, that
Nope.
doesn't end up being super disappointed?
Yeah. I don't know though. I mean, maybe it's gonna happen with every generation. I mean, like, give it time. There are probably already things that your kids watched that now turns out like that person is a little different than we thought.
All
Yeah.
their Nickelodeon shows after
Right,
that documentary.
right.
But I guess what I'm getting at is you're right. This will happen forever moving forward.
Yeah.
What sucks is Tommy's generation, with a few exceptions, never had to deal with this because things were so
People died
secret.
with the
Yes,
secrets.
exactly.
But now everything's leaking out.
But I mean, even now, like, it's been so long. Like, okay, this one is a rare example. But even in '69, you were what?
I was 10.
Okay, so I guess this would apply to you.
Yeah.
But this is one of the rare ones, right? Because we have so much access to everything. Like,
Yeah.
if this guy's son doesn't do a podcast interview, we never
You
hear
never
this
know.
story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not fair that all of your childhood whimsy gets kept intact. Meanwhile, there is not a single show from when we were kids, movie, musician, that doesn't have some sort of like, oh my God.
Well,
Or something happened to them. Yeah.
But I think it comes out of these super creative people that come up with these amazing ideas or these stories or these characters But they have to be a little bit weird to do that. Like you look at Charles Schultz, who came up with Peanuts.
Yeah.
That guy was almost insane. Like,
almost insane.
I mean, and a lot of those stories are about him, and those are sad ass stories, man. Like, I mean, but he created these characters. But I mean, if you went back and look at Charles Schultz, he was a very troubled man.
Okay. Way to ruin Peanuts for everybody this morning.
Charles Schultz was a player.
He was not. Charles Schultz.
We don't know that for sure. He had many Snoopies.
Like what's recently
around this country.
Shut up. What recently came out about
JFK killed Marilyn.
Oh my God.
They covered it up with Bobby.
What recently came out about Dr. Seuss? You saw this story.
What
Like he was.
What was that? What was in the green eggs?
He was cheating on his wife the whole time. His wife committed suicide because she found out he was cheating on her, and he just kind of let him.
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
And he hated kids.
Yeah.
No, you didn't know any of that. Don't sit here and be like, yeah, no, it's not a standard thing, man. It's not a thing that should happen, man. And here's the thing, I want to know about it. There is no need for me to know about that.
I find these stories super interesting.
Because you're a monster.
Yeah, but I mean, it shows you like they're just people.
They're just people, man.
I mean,
you shouldn't have anything. You should be allowed to have joy, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it is weird that they worked in like with kids stuff. You know what I mean? Like why somebody with those kind of things going on would even want anything to do with kids' entertainment, you know?
I just assume like anything, and I am very jaded because of my age and the news stories.
Sure, and you had it so hard coming up. I mean, I get why you would feel that way.
We're tough.
I had it good. No one else could have it good. I'm rude for everybody.
But what's weird, though, is even when you hear these stories, it doesn't ruin it for you, it feels like.
Well, because you never liked them in the first place.
But I assume like all the things from my childhood were covered up. Or we just didn't know.
You just think, that sounds right.
And you just bought the jive. But like, if you tell me now, like, oh, he ran an institute for boys in Wisconsin, I go, yeah, there's some stories back there. Something's going to come up. It's all over the place.
252 WCMF. The actor who voiced Frosty the Snowman from the original Frosty the Snowman television show, his name's Jackie Vernon. He was a traveling stand-up comic.
Now I got to see some of his sets.
His son.
Take my wives, please.
His son did an interview with a Nostalgia podcast last week and revealed that the voice of Frosty the Snowman had 3 families that did not know about each other. He named all of his sons Ralph in an effort to make sure he didn't screw up, the whole lie, and abandoned all of them. All right, so going down the road of the Secret Family, can someone explain to me the draw of the Secret Family?
I don't get it. One's tough enough.
Because like you said, it was fairly common back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, there were some famous dudes that pulled it off till like they died, and then the families found out.
But why would you want to do that?
It makes no sense.
Right.
It makes no sense.
Like it's expensive.
Yeah, even then, it's still expensive.
The balancing of it all.
Like, how do you would have to keep your story straight.
Yep.
Like where you are and what you're doing.
Yep. And like, look, man.
It's like, I know guys that cheat on their wives, but it's like a one and done. This is like 24/7 cheating, which is
with a child involved.
With child and I don't know how you do it.
Like, I mean,
do you think he was there for the birth of all 3 Ralphs?
Well, I mean, you're also talking a traveling comedian in the 50s and
like,
60s.
I wonder how long he disappeared for at a time with each family.
Think about this. Tommy can attest to it. Like, even the bums that we were, we could be gone 3 weeks to a month at a time. So it would be nothing to be like, I got to go on the road for a month.
And you could just disappear.
Yeah.
Like, no cell phones, no way to track you.
I mean, Tommy told that story of a guy he knew, what, was it in the 60s, where he left in the morning and took off for a bowling tournament and didn't tell his wife?
Oh, yeah. He called him, I'm going down to New Orleans. I'm in a bowling tournament.
He just disappeared.
Yeah, for like a week.
But like being married with children is one of the hardest things you will ever do. Why would you want that twice, 3, 4 times at the same time?
But I will say this, like my father's generation, you're a super involved father. Okay. My father was not. So my dad had very little to do with my upbringing as far as like hands-on every day. Like I don't think my father could find my school.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like he didn't have too much to worry about.
Okay.
That might help a little bit back in the day.
But you're still creating humans.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Like that doesn't cross your mind. Like there isn't a moment where you're going to bed in one of your motel rooms on the road where you're like, hey, man, I am lying to 3 families right now. Like, how do you sleep at night? I don't mean to be like standing on a soapbox, although I'm fine standing on a soapbox saying don't have 3 secret families.
No, but like my father never went to any, like my brothers played high school football and stuff like that. He didn't go to any of that stuff ever. That was. I told you, my father on Friday night, he had the weekend to himself.
Yeah. Well, he worked hard all week.
Yes, he did. That's what he said. I brought home the paycheck. You do the rest.
So did each family only have one son?
I don't know. He said the sons were named Ralph, which actually leads me to believe there were also daughters, right?
Yeah.
So, and here's the thing too.
He fathered he went back and fathered more kids, and he just kept going around making his rounds. It's amazing.
Yes, absolutely. And I always wonder too. This guy who does the interview, I don't know anything about this. I just have an article. You have these half siblings. How do you feel about them? They were victims in this,
right.
But at the same time, there are also people that look at them as invaders in their own family.
But I also wonder, did he have marriage certificates? And I guess back then, you wouldn't cross-reference because there was no computer system.
He said marriage. So I'm going to read a quote. From these marriages, he had sons. He named them all Ralph, but he also abandoned these families and moved on. My mom wasn't even sure if he divorced the women he was married to and married another one. Yeah, but when my parents were married, they had a deal. So when she found out, she just stuck with it.
So
if he had any money, let's say the guy made a little bank.
Yeah.
How do you divide up his estate? Does everybody get a chunk?
You're also talking about women's rights back in the 1950s,
oh, yeah.
60s.
Yeah.
When did he
Sorry,
pass?
ladies.
He passed in the early 1980. Nope, hold on, I have it here. I'm sorry. It wasn't that long ago.
Okay.
I don't think.
I'm also wondering how far apart all these families were.
That I cannot tell you.
Yeah.
I do not have. Oh, he died. He died in 1987. I'm sorry.
Okay.
How is this not on Netflix?
Well, give it time. We just found out about
I
it.
would love to watch this.
I'm wondering how far he had to travel to see each kid.
But like you're saying, if he's a stand-up comedian, if he's crossing the country, it wouldn't be that hard.
Yeah. I'm going to read you a quote from his Wikipedia before we move on. Vernon bounced around the country working whatever stand-up jobs he could, mostly in strip clubs and hotel lounges. He then worked New York City. He was noticed while performing in Ontario, went on Steve Allen's show, and it took off from there. But he never stopped opening and touring. He occasionally worked as an opening act for both Dean Martin and Judy Garland and was a regular on the Merv Griffin show.
Damn.
Yep.
Well, there's got to be a ton of footage of this guy.
Yeah, I mean, we can go check it out. I know that's going to be your
thing.
Oh,
I got to see it.
That's what he's going to do in the break.
Well, we've lost Tommy.
No.
No. You've been doing Jackie Verda jokes for the rest of the day. Let's take a break. 2.5 weeks ago, you guys were done.
They were dead in the water.
And I was upset with both of you. How dare you? Where we've come from, where we're going, how dare you do this to them? And yesterday, into the third quarter, most of Bill's Mafia was with you.
Yeah.
Starting to do the math. Well, who do we need to lose to make sure we don't fall out of a playoff spot? And then all of a sudden,
the amount of times during that game I said, well, that's it. That's it.
I'm getting sick of you. I'm getting sick of you, Kimmy, and your negative attitude in this damn room. Because when you believe, good things happen.
Believe.
Now do you believe? And we get into it next on a Postgame Monday here on CMF.
Brown the lone setback, receiver to each side. And it's intercepted! Jumping up in the air is Bedford! Gets away from Burrow! 30, 20, 10, 5! Your AFC Defensive Player of the Week has done it again! Christian Bedford with a go-ahead touchdown!
Oh,
Whoa, boy.
it was this exact time on Friday that I said into this microphone.
What'd you say?
All of the history, the injury report, the stats said the Bengals were going to win this game. And that was the exact reason why the Bills were going to win this game.
What?
And I believe we watched that sentence in game form yesterday afternoon. They say, Tommy,
What do they say?
you can't start a fire without a spark. This guns for hire. Well, that was a hell of a spark there, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Tommy?
Very good.
Shut up.
He did very good. Very nice young man.
You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5. WCMF, just after 7 o'clock, two young men that may not be as nice. And I say young, they're not exactly the youngest men.
Yeah.
A pair of brothers who were arrested late last week in allegations involving drugs.
Okay. Pretty common.
Yeah, but it's how much drugs.
They had
And
a
what
whopping
else?
load.
What else these... No, that was what your mom got into over the weekend.
Why you got to do that to my mother?
I don't know. She did it. She's the one that produced the whopping load.
No, she wouldn't produce a
Well,
whopping
she helped
load.
him produce the whopping load. Her work got the
She
whopping
would
load.
receive the whopping.
We'll get into what happened allegedly with these brothers just after 7 o'clock here in the break room on CMF. Your Buffalo Bills get an unbelievable win. The first against Joe Burrow yesterday, 39-34. And we're going to start right where this game turns.
Yeah.
What you just heard. The Bengals are around the Bills' 30-yard line. They are driving in for another touchdown. There's 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. A touchdown from the Bengals all but ends this game. And Christian Benford makes the play of his career thus far. A 60-something yard pick six that he plucks out of Joe Burrow's face. Kimmy, Joe Burrow threw that ball in a way that I assumed Tommy would throw a ball.
It was kind of like a loft. I don't know if it slipped out of his hands
I
or
thought
what
he-
he was trying to do.
I thought
but-
he was trying to lob it.
Yeah.
Like to somebody.
But it looked like he was throwing it with his non-dominant hand. He was
I don't know.
like,
It just looked funny. Yeah.
Hey, you think that's how I throw football?
Oh, no, I'm confident that is how you would throw football. So the moment before Joe Burrow threw that ball into Christian Benford's hands,
Yeah.
the Bengals had an 88% chance of victory, according to ESPN.
At that moment.
At that moment. That play opens the floodgates. Because Burrow, Tommy, was unstoppable all game.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow had never thrown a pick against the Buffalo Bills up until that moment against Christian Benford. And then he followed that up the next play with another interception.
Yes.
He went hundreds of attempts without throwing an interception against the Bills.
I don't
and
think
he threw 2 picks on back-to-back
Was that
plays.
his first interception all season?
It may have been.
I think it was.
Well,
I mean,
because he's
based on the
been out
fact
so
that
much.
he was out, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that was the first of the season for him.
Now, here's the thing.
What is that?
I am not saying that win yesterday against the Bengals was a miracle.
He was going to run it in.
Oh, you're talking
Oh,
about Ty Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he had that clear, and he just slips into it. God damn it.
And they
Kinda
just settle
tripped
for a
over
field goal.
himself.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, look, and here's the thing. If the Bills don't convert on that first 4th down, it's 14-3 at that point. The Bengals are going to go make it 21-3. That game's over. And then going for it on 4th down with the lead to try and ice the game.
So how many times did they go for it on 4th down?
A lot.
4 times?
No, they might.
I think it was three
could-
or four.
I think it was 4
Yeah, let's
times.
go with 4. They went 3 for 4.
Yeah.
3 for 4 on 4th down, 2 touchdown passes. Then comes Josh and his legs, 40-something yard scamper to keep the dream alive in the 4th quarter before the Benford interception. But with all of the plays we just named,
Yeah.
with all of the things that happened, what may have been the play of the game happens right here.
Allen gonna run, looking for the first down marker, gets away from the defender and he's got it, and slides down to the 43-yard line. How is he not your MVP?
3rd and 15, a minute 43 left. You are going to give the ball back to the Bengals with about 50 seconds left at their own 20. They're going to win this game. If they get that ball back, the defense cannot stop them. They have not stopped them. They scored a touchdown in, 20 seconds on the drive before? Josh Allen on 3rd and 15 with the season on the line potentially runs for a first down when everybody knew what was coming. Everybody knew what was coming. Josh put his cape on yesterday, and I can say with confidence no
What's that?
other quarterback in the NFL gets that win yesterday. It does not happen.
Well, it's how he plays.
Yeah. Thank you.
But
Dynamite analysis.
No, but he even complimented Burrow after the game, saying that's the best quarterback in the league.
Well, he says that about everybody.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not the best, but like he'll go to a ton of that's a hell of a competitor over there, great quarterback. And
I mean, I was impressed.
He goes
with
that far?
Burrow.
Does he take his helmet off? That's a wobbin load.
What?
Well, they're big guys, man.
Does that wait? Hold on. Quick sidebar.
Yeah.
Does the size of your match?
You'd have to ask your mom. She's done all the experiments.
You were saying, Kimmy, I'm sorry. That we're coming together there.
I
Yeah.
was impressed.
Something was coming together.
Go.
Oh, there's your mom.
Why would she?
Much till the end there. I was pretty impressed with the way Joe Burrow played. Like I'm just impressed that he's been able to like pick it right back up after being out for so long. And I didn't think that was going to be a game where he's going to be tossing it around like that.
Yeah,
with the way the weather was.
No, you're not wrong. You predicted a shootout
I
running
thought
game.
this was going to just be back and forth running it down the field.
Look, here's the thing. I don't want to take anything away from what Christian Benford did. He's got touchdowns in back-to-back weeks. It was amazing, right? But when the chips were down and the Bills needed to keep scoring, Josh Allen willed them.
Yeah.
The kid knew what was on the line. He kept playing his quiet game, no mistakes, and when that opportunity showed up, he seized every single opportunity. And then outside of that game, everything else went very well for the Bills. Colts lose. Poor Daniel Jones, man, blows his Achilles.
He's done.
Tough way to go.
He's done for a calendar year.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He may not play next season. The Bills gain a spot in the AFC wildcard right now before the Chargers play tonight. They are the number 5 seed top. They are 2 games back of the Patriots, headed to Foxborough this week. And like I said 2 weeks ago when you thought the season was over, everything is still on the table.
Good.
Everything is still on the table. And after how the Bills won that game yesterday, how do you not believe in this team in this season? You negative Nancy's got anything to say?
Well, you know, it's great. I just don't want them to come out next week all flat. You know, when they come out like how they did so good this week, and then next week it's like a different team.
Why would you even say that?
Because they do this.
They do
It's
it.
kind of been the way the season's gone for them. You know, they come out
They
in
crushed,
these
or they-
well, they also play like these really tough down to the wire games, and it feels like they put so much into it that they're tired the next week.
That's called football. Like, we have been spoiled so. No, I don't think you do. Because, like,
I
no, here's what pisses me off.
What
Here's what
pisses you
pisses
off?
me off. I'm going to say right to you because both of you guys have pissed me off the last couple
Say
weeks.
it to Kimmy.
No. All y'all.
I don't know why we're not allowed to be critical.
You are allowed to be critical. For you to come in and say, I wish they would have done XYZ, but if XYZ happens, everything's fine. You guys come in, done, finished, to burn the stadium
I love how
down.
we're not allowed to
knock
say,
down the
hey,
next
I
one.
hope they win again.
No. What bothers me is
What's that?
if the Bills don't have either a dominant win or a crazy comeback like they did yesterday, even in wins, it's like, well, it's not what we thought it was. That's
we
what
didn't say
football
that.
is. Football is that. Chiefs made the Super Bowl last year, winning 9 games by what, less than 5 points? 1 possession games?
Okay.
Nobody had crap to say then.
I just don't want them to fall flat.
Okay. Bro,
Especially to New England. New England shouldn't even be a sentence anymore after Tom Brady left, and now they're back again.
I got
Like,
bad news.
Yeah, it
They're
really
not
Kansas City
back.
Kansas City goes down. New England comes up. Like, you can't catch a break.
It is.
man.
It is. I did realize just through this whole
Right.
season that like I'm not over New England being good all those years. Like I want to see those fans suffer for another decade.
So give me
I'm not ready for them to have any success.
Yeah.
I don't like Kansas City, but I don't think there's ever going to be a team that I root against harder than New England.
Kimmy and I, we had this conversation off the air the other day. This is shaping up
I
to
wasn't
be.
here?
No.
Oh, it was after 10.
It was 9:59. This is shaping up to be the best way to hurt Patriots fans as much as possible because the Patriots have won, 9 straight?
Whatever.
like
they're-
that?
Something, yeah.
Okay. They're beating terrible teams.
Okay.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and all the Patriots fans that needed attention as kids that write me on Instagram and listen to this show, they write me and be like, it's not true. The Bills handed them that game in Orchard Park. They literally handed it to them on a silver platter. The Patriots are not good. All right?
All right.
And watching the Bills go further than them at this season is going to be much more satisfying than the Patriots just being bad. Because they had hope. Remember when they had hope all
Yes.
those years ago?
Yes, yes,
Mac
yes.
Jones is a better quarterback than Josh Allen, and we made the playoffs. We're going to come into your house and show you what's done, and Josh Allen threw a perfect game. And for that to happen again will be much more satisfying than the Patriots having a 5-12
All right,
season.
well, let's get it done.
It's going to get done.
All right.
Let's crush their hopes and
Let's
dreams.
do it.
It's going to get done.
Come on, fellas.
Look, and here's the other thing, man.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. We are at a point in this season, and this is every NFL team. where you do just enough to survive and advance, because no team in the NFL right now has a big enough cushion where they can just put it into autopilot. The Patriots still need to keep winning games to win this division. It is survive and advance. The Bengals have 2 all-world wide receivers and an all-world quarterback.
Got some weapons.
The Bills found a way to get just enough stops. And outside of Philadelphia, who is reeling right now, they play tonight. They've lost 2 straight. The Bills will not see that kind of offensive firepower again for the rest of the season, including the AFC playoffs, because the Bengals ain't making it.
All right. So the table's set.
Look, that is enough for me. Not that my fire ever went out. I had to keep setting your guys' fires. For the fire to start burning again.
Thank you, Pat.
You're welcome. Because I asked this question to everyone listening.
I asked this question.
You
gotta ask
you gotta ask yourself. Why not? Who's going to stop them?
Oh, we'll find out.
You should give the locker room speech.
What team are you afraid of right now? What team are you afraid of? Answer me that question. What team are you afraid of?
Oh, the Rams look pretty good.
Okay, in the AFC.
Oh.
Ravens took a bad loss yesterday.
No, in the AFC, you're right. It's anybody's game.
The Chiefs could win out and still miss a wild card.
What happened to the Ravens?
Injuries to Lamar. I mean, he's still not right.
Oh.
The Pats are beatable. The Broncos, they're not a juggernaut. You can hang. You can't hang with the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. 2 weeks ago, you guys told me the season was over, and I didn't feel like it then, and I sure as hell don't feel like it now. Week by week, drive by drive, play by play. Never, ever, never.
My ears hurt.
Stop believing. Well, if you wouldn't have been a dick 2 weeks ago, you wouldn't be getting this now. Go Bills. Let's take a break.
I feel like his daughter sitting in the car on her way home from her hockey game.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
I wasn't listening.
Like if I
kind of tuned you out there for a little bit.
If I knew anything about scheming, I could be an NFL head coach.
Yeah, there you go.
I got the speech part down, I think.
Yeah. In an empty room, it'd be great.
Well, yeah, no, you're right. You hear empty room. There are 2 brothers who are in some serious trouble.
Oh.
And when we say serious trouble, we're talking like federal drug trouble.
Okay, well, it's pretty common stuff, though, right?
There's a lot, it looks like.
Okay.
Also, it's their full-time job that makes the story a little bit more
so this
interesting.
isn't their full-time job.
Well, you know what? I guess depending on what you're making in each one, who knows? But, the family business is the toughest type of business to run. Yeah. And when it comes to this specific thing, would your sibling be the best person to get into this game with? We'll get into it next here in the break room. Let's see you back. It's not easy running a family business.
No, of course not.
And the circumstances around this make it even more complicated.
Oh.
What we need to figure out, teaming up with a family member in this situation, is it going to make you more successful, or will it ensure everything ends up worse for everyone that shares your last name? You're hanging out in the break room. Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5, WCMF. Just after 7:30 this morning on Friday, while we were on the air, there was a situation in Fairport. Did you see what happened?
No, what happened in
The
Fairport?
entire town went dark.
Dark?
Like, entire town.
So,
Like,
but they're on their own power system, right?
all right, so kind of. We're going to explain here in a little while. And there are lots of people out in Fairport that are furious that tens of thousands of people all at the same time had literally no juice or anything.
Damn.
But I'm here to tell you, when you get a kick-ass perk living in the town that you live in, even when that perk goes wrong, you are not allowed to complain. I don't want to hear it. You Fairport people.
Yeah.
We'll get to it just after 7:30 here in the break room on CMF. Tommy?
Yeah.
2 Rochester brothers have been arrested and are being charged in a federal drug conspiracy.
What they do?
Joel Rucci, 38 years old, and Andy Rucci, 44 years old, were being investigated starting back last January, for suspected narcotics trafficking.
Rucci.
Police say during the investigation, they conducted several controlled buys of cocaine from the older brother. Troopers say they later stopped a car driven by the younger brother on 490 in Pittsburgh.
Wait, Lil Rouge?
Lil Rouge. And they say they found 6 kilos of cocaine inside his car.
Right, that's
That
like
seems like a
Miami
lot.
Vice numbers.
Is that a lot of cocaine?
I don't know. It just sounds like it.
You know, we
Let's
do these stories all the time, and we always look up how much cocaine it is, and we never remember how much cocaine.
Well, I always think a kilo is like one of those
bricks.
white bricks you see.
I don't know if that's
I always assume that's a kilo
Okay.
when they show it to you.
But you assume a lot of things you're wrong.
I do, but I'm also from Florida, and I know my kilos.
Okay, but you also couldn't afford cocaine.
True.
Yeah.
But I did see a lot of it on TV.
But I don't even know if what we're seeing on TV is like what a kilo is supposed
Well,
to
you
be.
know, like when the cops line it all up and they show you like the haul they got. I always assume that little pillow of Coke is a kilo.
Okay, but there's
Yeah,
always
I
those
think it
movies.
is.
Okay, what do
Like
we
a throw pillow of Coke.
Okay,
I think it is one of those like little bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bless this mess.
That's
on the front of it.
one kilo.
All right,
Welcome to my home. Want
we-
to do some blow?
Can we Google the street value of 1 kilo of cocaine?
Oh,
please?
damn.
Well, 'cause
I think Coke went down though.
Oh, wait, sell?
I do.
Sells? No, we buy on the dip.
I think Coke went down a little bit.
Okay.
It isn't what it used to be. There's a lot of
The
cheap stuff out there.
Sure.
Well, you got your meth, right?
You know, I'm
You got
not.
your crack.
This is not my world, man. You need Coke to make crack.
You need your malt liquor.
I don't think that even registers on what we're talking about.
It should. It's really good.
Kimmy, what does a kilo of cocaine go for
Street
on
values.
this can't be right.
what? What's it say?
The price of a kilo of cocaine in the U.S. generally ranges from 28,000
Yeah,
to
that sounds right.
70,000. Is
Okay.
that
70 G's.
All right, so let's say it's
A pillow.
Let's say it's 40,000.
Yeah.
All right, so that means 6 times 4. That's
Jeez,
$250,000 of cocaine inside
In
this
his
man's
car, yeah.
Yeah, if the allegation. is true.
Damn.
Authorities say they executed a warrant where they live. They say they seized, when they executed that warrant, cocaine, fentanyl, ketamine, MDMA pills, pot, drug paraphernalia, and around $25,000 in cash. And both of these brothers have prior drug convictions, according to the story in the Democrat and Chronicle. Also, the pair were diversified in a different business endeavor.
So what else were the Rooches doing?
They own a gym off Atlantic Avenue in the city of Rochester. And to fully illustrate how serious these charges are for these brothers,
Yeah.
if convicted, both brothers are looking at the possibility of life in prison.
Really?
That's how much drugs, or maybe it's the previous conviction,
God
but
damn,
yeah, we
yeah.
got a serious thing happening here. The phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263, as the severity of these allegations set into everybody listening. Tommy, would going into the drug game with a family member make you a better or worse drug dealer?
What do you mean, in the eyes of the community?
No, I'm
No,
talking
like,
about
just in general.
Would you
like-
be a more successful drug dealer, not getting caught, making more money with your brother, whoever, a family member, or would it make you less successful? Would there be more issues? Would there be more drama selling drugs with a member
like
of
what's
your
the
family?
better business plan?
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking like, well, maybe if you really trust your family, you don't have to worry about that. That's off the table.
Okay.
Because that's big in the drug business, right? A lot of trust.
No, I hear
you.
ya.
Don't get me killed.
Well, bro, but just because you're a family member with somebody doesn't mean they're not going to double cross you.
Yes.
No honor amongst thieves, even if they have your same last name.
But in my mind, I'm thinking it's lower than when I'm taking somebody else in from the outside that I don't know.
But you're also really dumb.
Yeah, yell at me.
Well, we're just talking. I'm not yelling.
You'll never be my partner.
Bro, if there's one person I'm not going into the drug game with.
What are you talking about?
For like 1,000 reasons. One, you'd do the drugs. Two, if you didn't
First of all,
do
I'm
that.
cold-blooded, man.
You'd lose the drugs. You're not cold-blooded.
You look so guilty doing everything. You worry about everything.
Bro, you're the jumpiest guy I've ever met in my life.
What are you talking about?
And you said the other day you couldn't even shoot a deer, and you call yourself cold-blooded?
Oh, I think I could shoot like other drug dealers.
Nobody asked.
But not a deer.
No, unless he was trying to steal my drugs. And I still cute though. Look at his little nose going into the cocaine.
What if it's a really cute drug dealer, though? Deep blue eyes.
Look at his little noses in there.
So would you say more or less successful?
I would
with a
lean
family?
towards family than outsider, stranger.
Okay.
Going into the drug game.
Give me thoughts.
Okay, I would lean more towards family as long as Ma is still around, because you don't want to disappoint
Oh,
Mom.
even though she's not involved.
You both are trying to like keep it together. Like nobody's gonna rat on the other because you don't want to disappoint Mom.
And just the family name.
Okay, but see, your reason for going in with family is the reason I wouldn't want to go in with family. Because if multiple family members are busted, let's say me and my brother are going to sell coke together, and we both get arrested, it is devastating to the family unit. Like my mother, sacrificed my mom and dad, or so he says, to raise us and put us in a position. For us to be arrested, publicly shame our family like that, if my mother's alive, I don't think that would keep me from selling drugs, period.
I don't know, but you're Irish, the Irish mob.
What does that
You have
mean?
a very big history of like violence and drugs and
Every
prostitution.
culture has a
Yeah. You can
history
make
of
that argument
violence.
no, but the
and drugs.
Irish are right up. The
It's
Irish.
the Italian man talking
Hold
to
on.
me.
I would say Italians number one,
Uh-huh.
Irish number two.
What are you talking about?
Who's three?
You're the one, the Russian mob. You think the Irish are worse than the Russian mob?
No, I'm talking
up
about
there.
early history of like America. Who's the third?
I don't
There's
know.
a lot of involved. Yeah.
Go ahead.
But you
you're-
Irish
you're,
are up there.
You're on your diving board by yourself, buddy.
Well, no, I'm just saying you Irish are right up there with the Italians.
Okay, so your argument is it's easier to trust family, so
Oh,
that's why
yeah.
you want to be a member of a family.
And you're
kind of
used to them being, kind of scuzzy.
Kimmy, you say the existence of mom would keep you from getting caught, but we don't know if these guys
Not
have
keep you from getting caught. I just think like you're gonna try to keep it together with your family member more, because you don't want Mom to get upset.
But here's the thing. I think this self-preservation in general is going to have you keeping it together.
Yeah, but if
Trying
there's no
to.
other family involved, or you don't care, you know what I mean? You may not be as loyal.
Okay. Phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. We are talking about these two brothers here in the city of Rochester, 38 years old, 44 years old. They owned a gym. They own a gym, actually. We'll get to that more in a second.
Yeah.
In the city of Rochester. But it turns out their part-time gig, at least according to police, was selling drugs, trafficking drugs. One of the brothers, during an investigation done by police, was pulled over, according to police, with 6 kilos of cocaine inside his car. A warrant, police say, netted them cocaine, fentanyl, ketamine, MDMA, pot, drug paraphernalia, and around $25,000 in cash where they lived. These guys, if convicted, are facing life in prison.
Jeez.
Tommy?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, let's say you're not going to – I'm going to start with Kimmy here.
Okay,
Kimmy,
go ahead. Go over there.
Let's say you're not going to do brother.
Okay.
What family member outside of brother would be the best to get into the drug game with?
What family member outside of brother? Maybe I trust. I mean, I'm just thinking my family. Probably my mom. She does not spill secrets.
Your mom.
Yes.
You think you could sell cocaine with your mom?
Yep.
Your mom is ruthless enough to do this?
Italian.
No.
Italian.
But like I said, if
Sicilian.
she had to do it, she would do it.
Well, but it's not just about keeping secrets.
My dad's got too big of a mouth. He tells everybody everything,
Okay.
so can't trust him. But my mom's the only one that's like the best secret keeper, I think.
Right.
But again, it's not just about keeping secrets. It's about having the balls to do things that you never imagined.
Sure, I mean,
we
I
all saw
don't-
Breaking Bad.
I don't know any other family member that. I mean, I don't have a sister, so
Okay.
I don't know what that relationship would be like.
Tommy,
Yeah.
family member, not your brother, that you would sell drugs with.
So, fortunately, in this conversation, I have extended family that has been deep in the drug game.
Oh.
Okay.
So I have 1, 2, 3, I won't say who, nieces and nephews, that have been deeply involved in street-level narcotics. So I would say all 3 of them are pretty, I don't know how good they were at it,
Okay.
but they have a vast knowledge far beyond me. So I probably would pick one of them.
The fact that you know means
I
they've been
know,
busted,
I
which means
know.
they're probably not good
Well, everybody,
partners.
but I mean, they're not. Well, one's incarcerated right now, but two are out. And I'm being completely serious here. Probably one of my sister's kids.
Okay. You're both
The bad ones.
you're both wrong.
What is it?
The answer is always uncle. The best person other than your brother to sell drugs with is
I don't
uncle.
have them.
Oh, no.
All uncles know how to sell drugs. That's a fact.
My uncle was an
No.
FBI agent.
Okay, yeah. You don't think he knows how to sell drugs? Yeah. The FBI's never been involved in any shady business, Tommy.
No, not at all.
He was also a member of the CIA.
Yeah, but you'd also have to trust your uncle enough to not throw you under the bus.
And uncles can go either way, man.
Which would an uncle be that loyal to a nephew?
It's your sister or brother's kid.
He's also an uncle that makes bad decisions.
Everybody who sells drugs makes bad
I
decisions.
understand that, but uncles do it on a non-drug related things also.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No. It's a stupid take.
Like, I'm
you
sure
can't be
that's-
like, I'm smart. I'm going to go sell cocaine
Like
the
I'm
smart
sure
way.
like that same uncle has a really dumb tattoo and a number shaved into the side of his head.
And who would get into it? Would your uncle get you into it, or you're getting your uncle into it? Because I think that makes a difference too.
Oh, I think the uncle would drag you into it.
Yeah, I think, in my head, the
I mean, I
uncle.
would think
Okay,
of how
all right. So
how
you're
life
getting into
works.
business with the uncle who's
Yeah.
already involved.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Everybody has an uncle in their family that has or is currently selling drugs. There is no doubt about it.
All right.
That is an American fact. 252 WCMF, we're talking about mafias and which ones were like the most powerful. You said that the Italian and Irish won too.
Well, I think of like movies that have been made about the birth of this country.
And I mean, if there's one thing we can trust, it's all the movies you've seen.
Yes.
Yeah. 252 WCMF. I brought up the Russian mob. Ben he'd like to throw something.
Oh,
in.
okay.
He's on CMF. Hey Ben, how are you, buddy?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
Good to hear from you, buddy.
So, you forgot about the Japanese mafia known as the
He'll kill
Yakuza.
you 8 times before you hit the ground.
No, so they also believe in honor, and so if you dishonor the family, they'll cut off like fingers and arms and stuff like that.
Why would I
And
want to
they-
sign up for that?
I don't know. I'm just telling you. That's what they do. It's like, oh, you dishonored the family? Well, we're cutting off your middle finger.
No, but
And
like
that's
let's
your
say I
way.
make a mistake. Like
Yeah.
let's say
Well, I
get-
think he was just saying that was a scary mafia.
Yeah.
Remember when we were
Okay.
ranking them?
All right, I get
Yeah.
what you're saying.
I don't think he's
Okay.
saying you'd want to join
So he's
that.
thinking of the Japanese mafia that they do not have pinkies.
That's one of the stories.
Yeah.
I hear, yeah.
Also, there's a big conspiracy that they ran the old mixed martial arts organization Pride back in the day.
So you got that to chew on for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's it.
Along with that dude's
So,
pinky.
Yeah, good times.
All right, Ben, great call, buddy. Thank you for the call, man.
Is
Have a
this
good
all
rest.
time-
tied?
Bye.
Is all this knowledge tied into the fact that he's big into those samurai swords?
100%.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind.
Okay.
The two facts of life. One of your uncles sells drugs, and that is all because Ben is into samurai swords.
Okay.
Again, going back to the story with the two brothers arrested in the city of Rochester for allegedly having all of the drugs and selling them, trying to sell them. All right, if there was one family member you refused to sell drugs with, Kimmy, I'm guessing it's your dad. You just brought
Oh,
it
yeah,
up.
yeah,
So you
for
don't
sure.
think your dad could pull this off?
I just think he would not be subtle about it. And he would want people to know that he's a drug dealer, you know?
Are you not giving him enough credit? No, I mean, I'm asking.
I just
He looks like he could be a drug dealer. He looks like an undercover cop trying to do a
All
pop.
right.
yeah, but that wouldn't work for him then.
All right, Tommy, the member of your family you would have the least faith in getting into the drug business.
So both of my brothers are into their late 70s.
Okay.
And I would not use either of them, based on how they leave me messages on my phone when I'm not there.
Yeah,
Like
my
the-
dad's gonna butt dial somebody and reveal all
yes,
of his secrets.
But like you don't have to leave me a message. Just I'll call you back. Like they'll just leave you these details. They will say their full name. So if we're sitting in federal court, we'll hear hi, this is so and so, Tommy, and I have all the money. Here's the routing numbers to move the money in and out of like different bank accounts because like they're so anally thorough about things at their age. And my one brother just writes everything down.
Okay.
And then puts it in a spiral notebook and keeps one, and I'm not making this up, he has one in the house and he has one in a safety deposit box. It's the same notebook.
Okay.
My dad is also we're going to lose all of our money if we make any. because he's going to click on a phishing email,
Right.
and they're going to
Yeah.
hack his bank account.
Yeah, so any older brother or sister, I would stay away from.
So wait, both of you guys are saying no old man can deal drugs and get away with it.
None that I know of.
Okay, but that's
I'm
weird.
sure there is.
No,
I'm
but
sure,
here's
yeah,
the
but
thing
I
is-
don't have
No, I
like
mean-
El Chapo in my family or Escobar. You know?
But those are old guys to someone in their family. There's someone that looks at El Chapo or Escobar and goes like, "Oh, there's Uncle Chapo. Oh, he's butt dialing me. Hello, it's Steven Chapo."
I just think those older drug dealers look so much cooler than my brothers.
No, but like you.
I mean, they wear nice shoes.
The first thing that pops in both of your heads
Yeah.
is the old guy in your life.
Yeah.
Yet you go watch The Mule with Clint Eastwood and you go, "See, that's why old guys can do that and kids these days can't."
I mean, my dad's Swedish. You ever heard of like
The Swedish
the
mob.
Swedish mob?
Swedish Mafia. Swedish House Mafia put out a couple
Yeah.
albums
Yeah,
in the early
yeah, they
2010s.
did. Yeah, they
Yes,
did.
they did. So I find it funny. Kimmy is the only one that went with woman here. There's not a woman in your family you would feel comfortable doing drugs with,
no.
selling drugs with?
I mean, just the arguments, the drama. Yeah. There's no way.
I love how you go arguments and drama. The way you tell stories with your brother, there'd be way more drama there.
Yeah.
Oh, I would say this: like they wouldn't leave a paper trail like my brothers would, for sure.
You know, I remember a few years ago, you ran your mouth. We were talking about a female drug dealer that got busted, and you said that she got busted because women don't make good drug dealers. And we had a woman call up. Kimmy, you remember this?
Well, they do have places to hide that we don't.
She said that's not what she said.
No, I'm just saying though.
She said she was able to operate selling drugs for years because no one suspected her selling drugs.
Because she was an old lady.
No, because she was
I mean,
just a
you
woman,
don't
period.
hear about women getting busted for it often, which either there aren't a lot of women that do it or the ones that do it don't get caught.
I think it's that one because nobody suspects a woman of stuff like this. You have
True.
an idea in your head of what a female drug dealer looks like, and if you don't look like that, you can get away with it.
Yeah, but usually when they bust these huge rings, it's a lot of dudes. I don't see many chicks.
But again, maybe it's because we're bad at keeping a secret,
All right.
right?
But I'm just talking like, there's that like a Mrs. Chapo.
How do you know?
Well, where is she? They would have caught her.
Maybe she.
or
was-
they didn't catch her.
Yes,
I don't know.
She's still in the loose?
she's on the lam.
Miss Chapo?
So going back to the story with the two brothers, again, not only are they involved, at least according to police in the drug game here, looking at life in prison for what they found, they also own a gym off of Atlantic
Hey.
Avenue. If you belong to their gym, is it time to find a new place to go work out?
Oh.
All right, so,
Well-
Oh, yeah, I don't know if it would even stay open anyways.
so here's the thing.
It could be seized by the government.
This story started breaking Friday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by Friday at like 9:30, we had all of the details of the allegations. The boxing gym I work out in,
It's right around the corner.
it is around the corner. So I knew
Yeah.
out of curiosity.
It looks like a nice
It
gym.
is- it does look like a nice
Yeah,
gym. It looks like a really nice gym.
Where do they get their cash from?
And there's always
Buy all that
people there,
equipment.
so I mean, they must have regulars.
So I'm driving home. There were people in the gym Friday
Yeah.
morning working out.
Well, they
after-
might not even know the story.
Well, no, but I'm
Let's-
saying like somebody
yeah.
opened the gym that
Right.
morning.
Yeah.
Right.
But that might get picked up by the government because they seize all your assets.
I was shocked that there were. How do you go run on a treadmill? It's like, oh yeah, these guys own this place. Look at it, life in prison, life in prison.
Got to get your money's worth while you can.
Yeah, I guess you're
I'm gonna
right.
Go here until they close it.
I guess you're right. All right, so we didn't really get to the bottom of this
No, we did not.
because like. I don't know. You guys say you would trust family more, but as we start going down the list of family members, you all have major reasons why you wouldn't trust any of
Yeah.
them selling drugs with them. So is it then a stranger that's the better play?
Yeah. When I start thinking about it, maybe so. But then again, you don't know their past. At least with the family, you know what like their strength, weaknesses are.
I'm gonna
Mostly
drop-
weakness.
I'm going to drop something amazingly profound on you. Are you ready? You're
Yeah.
right. You don't know the past of that stranger.
Yeah.
And you do know the past of your sibling.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what you don't know of your sibling?
But I don't know.
Their future.
Oh. Okay.
Face.
You know what they say about the future?
What's that?
Shows up right on time.
Give me, you want to say something?
I got
profound?
nothing about
No,
the
come
future.
on. Say something profound about the future.
I don't know. I got
God damn.
no future
don't
quotes.
know.
You've done this for a dozen years.
I didn't see this
You
happening.
can't come up
in
with
the
one.
future.
Would you like to Google a profound quote about the future? Okay, Kimmy's going to Google a profound quote about the future because we don't want to leave her left out here. No, but like I do find it funny. Like, we all have relationships with family members
Yes.
where they are a certain type of person, and then 10 years down the road, you look back and go, how did they become this? Like, you're putting a lot of faith in the
I
idea
know.
that you know them based on their past, which is the wrong thing to do.
You know what they say about the future, Pat?
What's that?
It spares no one.
Go ahead, Kimmy, go.
The future starts today, not tomorrow.
Did you just Google that?
I asked her to Google it, but of all
what do
the,
you mean? He just said
Yeah, you-
Google a
that-
quote about the future.
You're an idiot. But like of all the, you have all of the future
That's the
quotes in
first
front
one
of
that
you.
popped up.
Give me the second one.
Future
the most
sucks.
reliable way to predict the future is to create it.
I still suck, but
Be
whatever.
your own future, man.
All right, we were doing so good with profound things. Let's take a break. People out in Fairport Friday morning, it was...
So somebody pulled the plug,
Well,
huh?
nobody pulled
Pay your bill.
It was an unfortunate series of events.
Little glitch.
Total accident. And, like, they're the
But
worst...
they're very unique.
They are.
Yeah.
And that's why all of the people that are mad out in Fairport are not allowed to be mad. Because when you live in a town or a community that gets an amazing
We're going to do it ourselves.
Exactly.
And
that's
you
fine.
brag about
You
it.
do, and you should. Like, this is amazing. When
It's
I would
pretty
give
cool.
that this is my time. When it screws up every once in a while, you are not allowed to
All right.
bitch. Shut up, Fairport. Next to the break room. Let's see you. Any other day, this would have been a blessing for some people.
Okay.
Power goes out, nothing you can do.
Nah.
School, work, everything's canceled. But on a day like Friday, the bitter cold, it got real dangerous real quick. That being said, when you live here and you get the deal on this that you people do, you are not allowed to complain when something like this happens. You're hanging out in the break room. Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5. WCMF, just after 7:45. Unbelievable win for your Buffalo Bills, who, as we speak, sit in the top wild card position, 2 games back of the New England Patriots, who we see on Sunday, and that is amazing. Tommy made some picks on Friday.
Yeah, I did.
We're going to find out how amazing those picks were. A Muley post-game excuse Monday. Just after 7:45, 7:50 here in the break room on CMF. Folks in Fairport had a hell of a Friday morning.
What happened?
After a power outage hit the town.
Damn, like the whole town got zapped?
When we say Fairport, we mean everyone in Fairport. 18,000 customers, 50,000 people.
Wait, Fairport's got 50,000 people?
I guess in the surrounding areas that are on Fairport Electric.
Okay.
They all lost power at once when they were getting ready for work Friday morning.
Ooh,
and
worst time.
Kimmy, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
And it was the perfect storm for the village. Maintenance and then a separate accident at the same time knocked everything out.
Oh, so they know how it happened.
They know he's. I mean, these things will happen, but normally there's a backup. When the backup is being worked on, oops.
Oh.
What makes it worse, as we remember, and as they are right now, temperatures brutally cold.
Oh, yeah.
And electric heat don't work without electricity.
Put that on a T-shirt.
We're getting profound this morning.
Yeah.
So they had to do something.
What they do.
Folks sprung into action. All the employees out there working for Fairport Electric. Within an hour, most of the people had their power back on, which is pretty remarkable. 60 minutes is pretty damn remarkable.
Yeah, it's insane.
Hand claps to the folks out there who got that fixed.
Unless they got
quick.
one of them Terry Clifford generators at their house.
One big-ass generator running the whole
But
time.
I think how many of those houses probably have those home generators?
Yeah, it's Fairport, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, super. They got it.
Yeah, he's doing the money sign.
Well, that's where you do it.
It also ended awesome for the kids in Fairport.
Oh, yeah.
Because as this power outage happened as kids were getting on the bus, the schools were unaware of when the power would come back on. Because of that, they had to cancel all school in Fairport.
Nice.
So the kids got the day off, and the power was back on by the time they got back off the bus.
It's cherry.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
And the phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. I have seen this weekend a fair amount of complaining from people in Fairport about what happened on social media. And to those people, I would like to say,
What are you going to say?
you are not allowed to complain about power outages if you live in Fairport. So for those who don't know, people who live in Fairport get what's called Fairport Electric. And it is by far the cheapest electric
Oh, it's dirt cheap.
in the greater Rochester area.
Yeah.
Like they pay you to run the AC in the summertime. That's how cheap it is. If you live in a town, a community with a great perk, when something goes wrong with that perk, you are not allowed to complain. 252-WCMF, 252-9263. Because you are not allowed to sit, because they'll all year, I live in Fairport, I'm on Fairport Electric. You know what's great about Fairport? We're on Fairport Electric.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a huge selling point when you're trying to sell your house there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Everybody should be so lucky. And you guys got the goose that lays the golden
Oh,
egg,
yeah.
and it's awesome. So for you to have a 60-minute power outage on a Friday morning, in a glitch, in a once-in-like-a-million shot accident that happened, for you to go online and be like, I can't believe that. Shut up.
What are we not paying
Does
for?
it?
Thank you.
Does it go out a lot? I mean,
it doesn't. It does not go out a lot. It does not.
I just, because, power outages happen everywhere.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I didn't
sure.
know if, that happened more or less often there.
I'll give it to you now. Erica writes us on Instagram, Duffy and WCMF. I work with a woman who lives in Fairport. She said that in the 30-something years she's lived there, she's never lost
Wait,
power.
never?
That's amazing.
30 years, they've never lost
Wait,
power.
the ice storm? It's post-ice.
Well, I mean,
so,
afterwards.
Yeah,
but
probably that.
But even the ice
Yeah.
storm's understandable. 30 years, woman's never lost power. You got people bitching online. Oh, we lost power for an hour, and it cost me 2 pence last month.
Well, they're not used to it.
Shut up, you dicks! Shut up! Like, there are some places that where you live, you get unbelievable perks for living there. For example, if you live in the city of Rochester, you get free garbage pickup.
It is nice.
If something happens one week with your garbage pickup, you are not allowed to complain because that is free for you.
And they pick up everything.
There you go.
I've seen some piles.
They tried to take Kimmy one time. She was out there bringing the cans out. Her husband had to run out. No. That's my pile of trash.
Thanks.
If you live in Pittsford and the canal is too
you get all that.
and the canal is too busy on a summer evening, you are not allowed to complain.
It does get very crowded.
Shut up.
And with
Shut
the
up.
bicycles coming through, they kick up a lot of dust.
Shut up.
Gets in my eyes.
Is there a perk that we're missing in the greater Rochester area, 252 WCMF?
That your town has that nobody else gets?
Fairport Electric is mint. Free garbage in the city is awesome. You know, places like Spencerport or Pittsford having, like, you know, a touristy area, canal place, nice to walk. That's nice. Like, what is the best town perk in the greater Rochester area? 252 WCMF, 252-9263.
Well, it would have to be, electric getting a big bonus of not paying all that electricity. That's huge.
Especially with what's going on now with everybody that's using RG&E.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing all that stuff.
Okay.
I mean, look, cheap electricity does sound pretty nice. But is it better than free garbage or something fun to do within walking distance of your house?
Oh.
Like nice parks for the kids versus cheap electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is better for like the average person?
I was going to say, I know a lot of people with kids take advantage of the Greece, like water park.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? I don't know if a lot of other I mean, maybe they do now, but I feel like Greece was kind of like the first to have that at their town hall.
Splash pad?
Yeah, so these splash pads, they're like little mini water parks.
Oh, okay. They're the ones that just shoot up out of the ground?
You got it. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of fun
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
you also got that cool skate park.
Yep.
That has like Greek ruins in it, right?
Yep. And here's the thing. Greece has the nicest skate park, maybe outside of the city of Rochester, and even that's a debate. But other towns have been doing the skate park thing, too.
Right.
I'm with Kimmy because the splash pads have started to show up in other towns. That is a $40 ticket to a water park for free for your little kid.
Okay.
And you can go use it anytime you want, right?
Yeah, well, not now. But
you know what
you
I'm
could,
saying.
but the
you
poor
get
things.
what I'm saying. Like, you could take your kids for free to that splash pad every day. Think of what our parents had to spend to take us to water parks.
Oh, yeah.
As kids.
And they didn't.
You're right. But even like the pickleball, the basketball, the tennis, the gyms and organized activities for like the folks over 40, 50 years old,
Right.
that's all free money, is it not?
True, especially if you have like really cool parks, like Mendon. That park is huge. I mean, you could dispose of multiple spouses there. Nobody knows.
Multiple people have tried
Yeah.
and they've gotten caught.
Those are the ones we know about. You never went to Spouse Cove.
252 WCMF 252-9263. We're talking about this power outage in Fairport on Friday morning. It was about an hour long, and based on the behind-the-scenes things, what went wrong, it is amazing they got it back up within 60 minutes. But it was freezing cold, schools got canceled, all this stuff. And I saw some people in Fairport over the weekend bitching that the power went out, which is effed up because you get Fairport Electric. If it goes out for an hour, shut up!
Right.
Shut up!
Somebody called and said Spencerport also has their own town electric.
Oh, that's just a guy on a bike that pedals really fast.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
or
did not know
Gilligan's
that.
Island.
Keep going, Frank. I didn't know that either. Spencerport Electric?
I don't know what it's called, but she said that Spencerport has their own thing.
All right, can I ask?
They don't brag about it.
Can I ask a stupid
Maybe
question?
maybe not everybody uses it. What?
Is it a canal thing?
What do you mean?
Do they pull power from the canal somehow?
How?
I don't know. Well, there's
What
water.
do you think? They got some hydroelectric dam out there?
That's what I'm asking.
No, that would be like in Niagara Falls or like the Hoover Dam.
Okay, I understand that those power major cities. What I'm saying is these are two small villages, and it's a little bit of a coincidence.
Hey, what
that
do you
both
do
of
when the
these
canal's
villages
low?
Are on the canal. Well,
So what do you do now?
You don't get to make toast.
Okay, so
Till what, June?
so the village of Spencerport has its own electric company called Spencerport Electric, which provides electricity for residents and businesses within the village limits.
I got a question.
Sure.
How come we all don't do this?
I don't
Every
know.
town? Why are
Good
we?
question.
Why are we all using this big one? We can all do our own thing and it lowered the price.
I love how my question was stupid, but that's a valid question.
I mean, I guess they never set it up for it, so it's too late now. I don't know.
If we could get to the bottom of why they have cheap
Like Thomas
electric,
Edison was coming around with power.
yeah, and they bid low.
Nah, we're gonna do our own thing.
They bought on the dip. No, if we could figure out how the electricity in Fairport and Spencerport is so inexpensive, then we could figure out how the rest of us
Well,
can do it.
it's there. What's to figure out?
252 WCMF, knowing how stupid this show is,
Yes.
is there anyone that can explain to us in 5-year-old terms why Fairport has cheaper electric than the rest of the greater Rochester
Like, how
area?
did they get their own?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out.
Somebody tweeted Hamlin has their own.
What the hell's
Jesus
going
Christ,
on?
man!
I don't.
Oh, they got water out there too. Who's stupid now?
Oh.
You, stupid. Got tiny little hydroelectric dams powering all of these tiny villages. 252 WCMF, 252-9263. Chris writes us. Duffy at WCMF, easiest way to get us. The best perk for a town is Parenton. $1 million houses, they smell like a waste management dump for free.
All right.
All right, can I ask a stupid question? A lot of stupid questions in this break.
Stupid up.
Okay, so like we talked about the perks that are offered in different towns, and like a big one recently in the bigger towns like Greece and Henrietta are gym memberships that are free or deeply discounted to like a town gym.
Like that town rec hall.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
And they'll put in like a track or basketball courts or weight machines and treadmills. Why doesn't everybody who lives in that town take advantage of that? Because like Greece has a ton of gyms.
I think everyone does, yeah.
But like you get to go for free or deeply discounted if you wanted to.
Yeah, because Pittsburgh has one and it's super cheap.
Are people looking down on folks who use the town gym?
I don't think so, because like the one in Pittsburgh, my wife takes a class there. Some of these women have been going there for 30 years.
Okay, but Pittsburgh
and it's full of like rich people.
But Pittsburgh has like
Except
5
for my wife.
high-end gyms.
Yes, they do.
So like, why
But these women have been going there for years, and they love it. It's almost like a community center. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Are the hours limited at those places, maybe?
Okay. I'm just saying, like, if I lived in a town that gave me a free gym membership, I'm not paying for a gym again for the rest of my life.
It's not free, but it's super cheap.
Okay.
It's cheaper than going to like a high-end joint.
Okay. All right, so we got some folks explaining to us trying to.
Power.
Yeah.
Good luck with this.
Jay Cohn writes us, Duff and WCMF. Those two buy their power and have their own line departments. The expense is in the line department, obviously.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the line
Obviously.
department.
All right, so here's a better explanation, and maybe we can wrap our heads.
The
around
guy on the bicycle.
Steve on the bicycle. Now I screwed up. Hold on. This comes from Erica. She says they established them early on as nonprofit, community-owned services, taking advantage of New York laws allowing villages to provide power, and they receive cheap hydropower from Niagara Falls. So I was half right, you stupid bitch.
Okay.
So they just got in early.
Okay,
All
yeah.
right. That's it. Now everybody else is
Established
locked out
it up
forever.
front, and now, it's too late for everybody else.
Churchville also has its own cheap
Yep,
electric.
somebody said that
Damn
too.
it!
Yep.
So hold on, does Buffalo, because of the big power station out
Go to the
there,
big power station.
do they get really cheap electricity out there?
Kimmy, can you Google cheap electricity? Because they wouldn't have RG&E.
No, they have that big.
Do they have BG&E?
What's BG&E?
Buffalo Gas and Electric,
I
stupid.
thought you were gonna do a funny joke.
What's the joke?
Well, it'd be dirty.
It would be funny, but I can't think of one. I also can't think of a funny joke. Let's point out how neither of us have funny jokes to say on the funny radio show, you stupid ass.
Nobody's ever called this show funny.
This show sucks so hard and so long.
They should call it your mom.
Shut up.
That was funny.
No, it wasn't. Nobody's
was
laughing. Nobody's laughing at you. All right, I'm going to throw a theory
What's
out,
that?
or an idea. Can you start a new village, like within a town?
Like, I declare this
establish-
as the city of Chuck.
Well, no, let's say
This
Henrietta.
is Chuck Village.
I live in Henrietta.
Yeah.
Henrietta's got one of the higher populations in Monroe
Okay.
County, right? Let's say part of Henrietta.
Was that like secede from Henrietta?
Let's say we split Henrietta into 3.
I say secession, sir.
We split into 3 tiny villages.
All right.
Can we then start what they have in Fairport, Spencerport, Churchville?
Maybe it's not
Hammond?
available anymore.
Well, it doesn't say that.
Because RG&E ain't giving up what they got.
Okay. You know.
They got it going good.
Do they have it going good? It ain't going good for a lot. Oh.
They're filling their pockets full of your money.
It says here, New York laws allow villages to provide power, and they receive allocation of cheap hydropower.
Oh, so we can do it.
I mean, it says allows. It doesn't say allow it. Duh.
All right.
Why are we not breaking towns into villages? We all live in villages, and then we get cheap electrics.
Yeah,
Holly's got it too. Damn it.
Damn, everybody's got to put
We're the only. Do we live in the only 3 places in this room that don't have cheap electric?
Sounds like it.
This sucks, man.
I know. But Fairport always bragged about it.
Yeah.
I always thought that they were like the exclusive.
Maybe they're the cheapest of all of them.
Oh, they are cheap.
You know, we were talking about the perks you can be offered. Again, coming off of this power outage in Fairport on Friday morning. It was out for like 60 minutes for most of the 50,000 people. Everybody lost power. That lost power. But people in Fairport, despite getting Fairport Electric, which is dirt cheap, were bitching on social media that they lost power. One woman wrote us, said, no, they haven't lost power in like 30 years. But when it comes to the perks, the cheap power, the free garbage pickup in the city of Rochester, the beautiful parks in places like Mendon and Fairport and Pittsford, Royce writes, towns that have bulk leaf pickup where they just come and suck them off the curb, great compared to having to bag up leaves every fall. That thing has more suck than Tommy's mom. That's how you do it. Royce knows how to do it.
Free leaf pickup.
I mean,
okay.
leaf pickup is pretty nice.
Yeah, the village comes by and pulls it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Kevin writes us.
What?
And keep in mind, this is Kevin talking. My understanding is Spencerport and Fairport have a 200-year deal with Niagara Falls Electric, and they signed it a few decades ago.
So it's a 200-year deal?
200-year deal.
Okay.
So
All right. So
going
they're
to be
locked
losing
in.
that soon.
Yeah.
Stupid. Although people are arguing that the property taxes are a hell of a lot higher in the towns that have the cheap electric than in other places.
Yeah, but your house has more value. Like when you go to sell it.
Well, yeah, but you're also paying for it while you own it.
Yeah.
Like, I love this. My house has more value. Most people are going to die in their houses now, man. Like, it doesn't do you any good. My house is valuable now that I'm dead.
Well,
pretty cool, huh? Check out my dead house.
Times could change. You never know.
Times could change. We could live forever.
No, but things happen.
Oh, I hate Matthew.
What
right
happened
now.
to Matty?
He's in Holly. He writes he's got Holly Village Electric. Never paid more than $35 a month.
Wait, in the winter?
Oh my God.
That's
$35.
insane.
$35 for
That's
a monthly
insane.
electric bill.
So I
Are you stealing electric?
so like I when I see like those big houses, like 4,000 square foot houses,
Yeah.
I can't imagine what their electric bill is if you don't have cheap electricity.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got to be like $1,000
I hate everybody.
a month.
I hate everybody.
Yeah.
Well, now it makes me hate the people that were bitching in Fairport even more. I have wrapped myself in my chair with my
you
cord.
have.
Yeah, no, you good?
That's how
Lassoed
mad
yourself.
I have gotten.
Look at you.
All right, look, Paul is on hold. He said he can explain how this works.
No, he can't.
But he said he also used to work for RG&E, so I'm afraid it's going to be over our heads.
Right.
Do we want to take Paul's call?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, Paul's going to wrap it up, 252 WCMF. Paul, do your thing, buddy.
Hey, it's one very large item. The utilities pay property taxes. The municipals don't. So every pole, every transformer, every wire that goes to your house is taxed
Every breath you
by
take.
the county and by the town
I'll be heating
and by
you.
the villages.
Okay, so would you then argue, Paul, that what we're making up, what the towns with cheap electric have to pay extra in property tax, does it come out in the wash, or are they still getting a good deal?
Oh, they're still getting a good deal.
Shut up, Paul!
All right.
Well, okay.
Thanks, Paul.
Paul, thank you for nothing. But you did explain it pretty good, and I appreciate that.
The price of the damn poles.
Thanks, Paul.
Too expensive.
Pole price, bud.
Oh, yeah. And it's going up.
Let's take a break.
All right.
Tommy made some picks on Friday. Nobody saw this game ending the way that it did. You also have forgotten every pick that you've made because you're not celebrating and you're not upset. You don't know how to feel. And we're all going to find out how to feel together.
right.
Next on a Muley Postgame Excuse Monday here in the break room on CMF.
Blitz coming. Allen steps up in the pocket. 40, 30, down to the 20. Allen looking for the end zone, and he's in for a 40-yard touchdown rip. The beast has been released. My goodness, what a touchdown run by Allen. Everyone's back was turned, and there was nothing but white snow in front of Allen to run through, dashing through the snow to the end zone.
There are two
Heck of a call there.
Yeah, it was Chris Brown is great.
Yeah.
There are two things I want to talk about with
What's
that
that?
guy. One, we've watched him for 7 years.
Yeah.
It still does not make physical sense how a man that large moves that fast.
Yeah.
Right? And goofy looking. Because he is goofy looking when he does.
He's a buffalo.
He is a human buffalo. The other funny thing, if you watch the play from Josh's back, because they showed this replay at one point yesterday, brand new wide receiver Brandon Cooks, he's been with the team less than 2 weeks. The funniest thing about that play is all the other receivers know at what point Josh is going to run. Because you see everybody start to block. Gabe Davis is blocking. Khalil Shakir is blocking. Josh Allen is 20 yards down the field. Brandon Cooks turns his head and puts his hand in the air like, throw me the ball. And he's like, he's only 15 yards away. And Brandon, he's like, oh, crap. And he grabs the guy next to him. Your Buffalo Bills with a monster 39-34 win over the Bengals yesterday. We are the number one seed when it comes to wild cards right now in the AFC. We are 2 games back of the New England Patriots, and we go see them on Sunday, and the vibes are good.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to find out
We are cooking, buddy.
how good the vibes are across from me in this room. Because Tommy, Kimmy, he made some picks on
Yes, he
Friday.
did.
We're going to find out how those picks went. You ready? Everybody ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, all right, let's do the damn thing.
Tommy told it like it is. And now we find out how it was. Muley, Excuse Post Game Monday in the break room on WCMF.
Let's get to our first pick from Tommy on Friday on CMF. Over-under 2.5 touchdown passes for Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow.
So we don't know who's going to be on the field. For the defense.
No.
It's crapshoot.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he gets it. I'm going to take the under.
You thought you would over. I'm going to say this again.
I'm going to say it again.
He is
Listen
old.
to here.
Look, it would be the most.
Going to have some time to throw, I think.
It would be, well, their offensive line is also awful. That's why he got hurt in the first place. I don't even know how to pick this game, Kimmy, because, like, every strength, every weakness of one team is the weakness of another team.
Okay, so it's a wash.
Well, maybe. But
if it's a wash, then I'm going to go with the Bills.
No, but if it's a wash, it doesn't mean that the Bills are going to be able to succeed.
No, I mean, it's a crapshoot, like anything in life, you know.
So to be clear.
To be clear.
Oh, my God, I hate you so much.
To be clear.
You are under
Under.
2.5 touchdown passes
Pretty boy.
for Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Joe Burrow yesterday, 25 of 36.
Yep.
284 yards through the air. 4 touchdown passes. 4. He equaled what he had thrown in the 3 games previous
Yeah, did not
yesterday.
see that coming. Not in a
He
snow
did-
game.
He did pretty good.
But that is not the story of this game.
What is the story?
Joe Burrow, I would argue, had the best game in NFL history of a quarterback who cost his team the game.
Yeah.
Because those picks are squarely on him, both of them. Both
Yeah,
of
you're
those
right.
picks
Well,
are
the one was
100%.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
But, I mean,
Yeah,
he threw it.
yeah.
He could
Yeah.
have pulled it down. He
Yeah.
made it. He made the move on both of them. And there is something about watching Joe Burrow's smug-ass, arrogant face change as Josh ran for that 3rd and 15. It made me feel like I could bench 1,000 pounds. Because he just is like, yeah, man, I'm just like, and even when they're down 2 scores and they drive the field, and, I'm just throwing the ball, make a second, check me out. And then when Josh hits that 3rd and 15, the game is over. They go to his face. Oh, what?
Well, he has a very soft look. I'm telling you, man, that kid
I don't
looks
think he
soft.
shows much emotion, period.
But he's just he's pretty.
He is very pretty.
Right.
You loved Joe Burrow until you saw that documentary. Now you hate Joe Burrow.
I don't hate him.
You hate Joe Burrow.
But he doesn't come across as a quarter. He doesn't even come across. If you told me, if I just saw that guy, I would not think that dude's an athlete. Especially a
There
NFL
were a lot of
quarterback.
quarterbacks that didn't look like athletes.
Patrick Mahomes?
Well,
I know,
he just looks
I know.
weird.
Like there are a lot of like guys that like look at Tom Brady coming out of college. He
Yeah.
didn't look like an athlete.
Yeah, but they bulked him up good.
Calm down over there.
Okay.
You're 0 for 1, but that's okay.
All
You got 3 left to go. 4 left to go. Let's get to our second pick from Tommy on CMF. Over under 100 yards rushing for Bills running back James
Oh,
Cook.
he's gonna be running around like a madman.
God damn it.
He's gonna tear it
Lock
up.
it.
Lock. It's gonna be a joke out there.
you don't think that the Bengals are going to be looking for that up front? Like,
They're
that's
gonna
what
be a
they're the
swinging-
most prepared
They can't
for
stop
at this
them.
point?
Well, I mean,
They're
Kimmy,
going to be the barrel you want.
I mean,
ain't
if you
got the
watched
goods.
the Steelers game last week, I think the Bengals kind of know what's coming.
But the Steelers knew what
Couldn't
were coming.
stop them.
I mean, look, the
They
Bills.
set a record
I
in
don't
that
think
stadium.
the Steelers knew the Bills were going to run it that much.
Okay, but
I mean,
Kimmy-
they ran the same play over and over
But I
again.
think that kind of goes to Tommy's point.
It's a
the
swinging
Bills,
door, man.
the Bills ran the same play 26 times,
Yeah.
and they couldn't stop it.
Right.
Sure.
So you are over. My
yeah.
concern more is what James Cook had to do last week versus what he's got left in the tank for this week. That's my concern.
He didn't get beat up in that game. no?
You get hit
I mean,
every
you're gonna
play.
get-
No,
Yeah,
but I
I
mean,
mean-
like, it wasn't like he didn't get, like, throttled. Like, I mean, general tackling
Still
should
tough on the
not. You
body.
should not be exhausted from that 7 days later.
Where'd you bring that up? Because general tackling, one of the worst World War II generals.
Well, he couldn't get his arms around Hitler.
To two. James Cook yesterday.
Yeah.
18 carries, over 4 yards a carry for 80 yards.
Wait, he didn't get 100 yards?
No.
80
Jesus
yards.
Christ.
If he doesn't fumble on the 3, he gets his 100 yards.
Would it have been?
Well, no, it's not that play. Here's what I mean.
Oh, they kind of slowed that down after that.
No, it's not that they stopped handing him the ball. The Bills were so far behind, they had to throw the ball to get back in the game. Like that drive where Josh ran for that touchdown, they were going no huddle, chucking the ball the entire time. If the Bills, they would have taken the lead on that play, if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
Yeah, that would have given them the go-ahead.
So if you get a stop, or even if you're playing possession for possession, you have the ability to run your whole offense. When James Cook fumbled that ball, you had to go into nothing but passing offense. I will say something to keep an eye on. All right. Remember on Friday when I told you there was a statistical dip in production for players who run over 30 times the next week?
Something like that.
In the last 2 weeks, James Cook has fumbled the ball 4 times. He's lost 2. That is not something we're used to seeing from James Cook the last 2 seasons. I am curious, is he starting to cough the ball up because of the work he's been getting the last couple of weeks?
Because his arms are tired?
His body's getting tired.
He has all week to rest, and he's a young man.
We talked to Fred Jackson a couple of years ago about the pain, like the punishment of running back things. And he told us it feels like he's been in a car accident up until Friday.
Well, that's kind of what they say, right, when you play?
But for him to say, like, my body doesn't even feel like it. He said he didn't feel normal after a season until a month after the season was over.
Or just let his body heal?
Yeah, like you got.
So you think maybe he's so banged up he can't hold on to the ball?
Not that he's banged up. Like you're just, that's a lot of punishment. It's something to keep an eye on the next couple of weeks.
All
if he
right.
keeps coughing the ball up like that, is this the miles that he's been taking this year starting to show? Something to think about. But you're 0-2 right now. 0 for 2.
All right.
But it's okay. You got picks left, buddy. You can turn this thing around. You can still end up with a winning record. Let's get to our third pick from
Let's
Tommy
do it.
on CMF. Over under 1/2 an interception for Josh Allen.
I got to think, if you're running Cooksey that much, he's not going to have to throw that much.
They ran him 32 times last week, and Josh Allen threw an interception. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Listen.
And by the way,
Listen, so it's going to be the same thing
No,
this
'cause
week
here's
that
the
happened
thing.
last week.
Here's the thing.
It's going to happen this week.
Here's the thing.
That's the way the life works.
That's
the sun
what you're-
goes up, the sun goes down.
wait a minute. That's what you're counting on with your James Cook pick, that the same thing that happened last week is going to happen this week.
Different person.
Why are you doing that with your hand?
I don't know. Put him forward.
Oh, my God.
I don't think he throws an interception this week. I think he cleans it up. He's
right.
got to.
Okay.
No, he doesn't have to.
Yes, he has to.
You want him to.
You're paying this guy $250 million a year.
Again.
You better get your crap together.
Again, they're paying you to be entertaining, not happening.
Oh, so you're saying on Josh Allen with the break room?
No. That Josh Allen behind you is the Josh Allen of the break room. Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Wasn't going to throw much, Kimmy. 22 of 28 yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't think you would either.
251 passing yards, 4 total touchdowns,
Damn.
and no picks.
Look at that.
No interceptions. And I am here to argue that stat alone is why they won this game.
Oh, yeah.
The Bills had exactly enough possessions to pull that out. It was the perfect combination yesterday of crazy Josh and professional Josh. He took what they gave him. When it was on the line, he came through big time. 2 touchdowns on 4th down, a 40-yard touchdown run, and a 17-yard scamper on 3rd and 15 to ice the game. Like, he only delivered in the big moments.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So has he got the record now for the most rushing touchdowns?
He got it last week, so now he's
Yeah.
just adding.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he broke his own record for like the longest
That was
rushing
his-
touchdown
that was
by
his-
a Bills quarterback.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was his longest rushing
Yeah.
touchdown of his career. So you're 1-2.
All right, come on now.
Come
let's
on,
do this.
but let's even it out right here. Let's get
All
to our
right.
4th pick from Tommy on CMF. Tommy, do the Bills win this game? And if so, is it by 6 points or more?
So I do think the Bills will win.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep,
And I do
done.
think Move that on. they Ding. will
Nope.
cover those 6 points.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if we're looking farther afield, Ted, I do think.
Don't you
I do think
Yeah.
the Bills will have this game in hand. I don't think it's going to be a close game at the end.
Based on what?
Based on my personal feelings and conversations we've had previously in the break room.
Based on his picks.
On experts that have contributed to the show.
So what are you saying?
I think they will win by at least 10 points.
Which makes that
Oh, that makes that. What is it, Cincinnati? Is it the Crescent City?
Queen City.
Queen City. Maybe Queen City blowout.
You could have went with Bengals. It could have been a Bengal
Could
blowout.
have been a Bengal blowout.
Better alliteration.
What? Well, if that kid didn't slip, it would have another touchdown.
Yeah, and
I don't
if
know how the rest of the game would have
and
gone.
if Christian Benford
Yeah.
didn't make the most athletic possible play for a defensive
No,
back,
keeping that one. That
Oh,
one
I got you.
stays.
Delete that. Add that.
Add that.
Delete that.
I get it.
I would like to illustrate again
Illustrate.
how much
Couple sentences. too
Iterate
far.
and illustrate.
everybody hates you. When the
What did I
Bills
do?
when
They
the-
won.
When the Bills were down in this game, I was getting legitimate I'm scared
Wait,
for my
death-
safety.
What, am I getting like death threats?
No, like legit. You and I both, because you're facilitating this. You're allowing them to cancel the bet. No, like I'm serious. People were furious. In fact, one guy I was effing with after because he sent me this big long paragraph, like, well, the Bills were really down and it looked bad. And then
Yeah.
after, I was like, what? Did you not have faith? Blocked me.
Oh, really?
He blocked me on Instagram. We're on the same team, man.
Yeah, true.
But you're 1-3. Let's see how the bonus pick worked out here.
By the way, you can't tell me that
already
kid.
looked. Already looked. Go ahead.
You did not look.
He won't be
Not so fast, buddy. I think Joe Burrow is going to flop out of this game.
Okay.
I think He his did. game is going to suck.
yeah.
I think he's going to.
He didn't
I think
flop
he's going to have
out?
his worst
Those two
performance of the
interceptions?
season.
Worst
And I think
performance
at
of
the
the
end
season.
talking over this bit, when he's on the sidelines with his head in his hands. Oh yeah,
No.
that dude's going to be openly crying because he's a soft-handed pretty boy. Mr. Manicured Nails is going to be weeping openly because
Just because-
he's going to have his worst game of the season.
They're not going to have anyone to get to him. He's going to cry about what?
That's what's so frustrating.
Well, Javon Solomon's going to make him cry?
How do you know?
You don't even know who that is.
I don't know.
I could have just
I
made
don't
that
know
name
Jamar.
up. I could have just made
I don't know if Jamar
Not even
knows
the name
who
I
he
said.
is.
Not even the name I said.
But that's so Jamar. That's my bonus pick. He
That-
gets his ass handed.
That Joe
Exactly.
Burrow- no, your bonus
That
pick was he's crying.
Oh, he will
Burrow
cry.
cries.
Okay.
I mean, openly cry.
Not from injury or anything, but from purely
Doesn't
just how
matter. No, you
poor
know what?
he's
I
played.
am fine with
Okay,
tears,
all
period.
right.
I'm fine with any
All
kind
right.
of tears.
Your
Fine.
bonus pick is Joe
He's going to be
Burrow's
crying
tears
like
will
his
be on
idol
television.
Elton John behind the piano at Lady Di's funeral.
Okay.
Goodbye, Orchard Park. No tears. As Ozzy would say.
Zero
But that
tears.
kid did
No.
blow the game.
No, I agree with you. That he
It
had
cost him
Yeah.
the season.
he had one of his best performances of his career,
Yeah.
and he cost him the game.
Yeah.
Except for a little bit of time. Yeah.
Yeah, he's icy, but no tears.
All right.
Kimmy, ladies and gentlemen.
He is.
Icy, no tears.
Got an ice cold face at all times.
Much like Kimmich.
You cannot you cannot read his emotions, so yeah.
Much like him.
No tears.
All right, so 1-4. Congratulations. We get back into this game with our good buddy. He was there on the sidelines yesterday, freezing his ass off.
Oh.
From 13 Wham and Buffalo Plus, our good buddy, Filthy Mouth Dan Fates, just after 9 o'clock here on a postgame Monday on CMF. A rivalry now developing. And this rivalry has always existed. But now that prices for the artificial ones of these are starting to skyrocket,
Oh.
folks are like, see, told you so.
Okay.
Told you so. Which is insane because, Kimmy, economically, year by year, it's still much smarter to do the other thing. We'll get into it next here in the break room on 96.5 WC. It's a debate as old as Christmas itself.
What's that?
Well, maybe not as old as Christmas, but we've been arguing about this for a long time.
Yeah.
The cost of fake Christmas trees have gone up, and that has people arguing this tried and true old school option is now the only way to go.
Oh.
But even with the higher prices for the fakes, there is no way that doing this every single year makes more sense than having one for like 10 to 15.
Yeah.
You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5, WCMF. We'll jump right in. We told you last week, fake Christmas tree prices are up. 80% of all fake trees are made in China.
China tree?
China. One of the worst Doobie Brothers songs of all time.
Ooh, China tree.
Whoa, China tree. Throw a Terra for two in there. Boom, expensive-ass Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And because of this, folks who sell real trees are now pouncing on what they see as an opportunity.
All right.
Save money, get a real tree.
Go real.
Yeah, story on 10 NBC went out to East Ave to talk to some Boy Scouts selling real trees. And they say that these Boy Scout trees right now cost anywhere from $15 for the smaller trees all the way up to $120 for the larger trees.
Yeah.
But the range for the fake tree is even more ridiculous. You can get a bare bones Walmart fake tree, $45 right now. Or you can go all the way up to the 9-foot light-up metal tree from the Home Depot that will cost you $450.
$400.
That's right. All right, just to be clear in this room before we get in this discussion, and the phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. Are we team real tree or fake tree?
Oh, fake at my age? Yeah.
Okay. Kimmy?
I mean, I love a real tree, but we've had a fake tree for the last, 10 years.
Do you want a real tree?
I guess we could have one. It's just our issue is space.
I see.
So we have kind of a skinnier fake tree in our house because I don't know. We're just gonna wait for that one to die before we go get a real one.
I never understood the draw of the real tree.
I love the smell. I had one when I was a little kid, so it kind of reminds me of being a kid. More of a nostalgia thing.
I think it's one of those things that sounds cool in theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, real tree, the smell, the kids. Oh, you love it.
Smell the kids, yeah.
Yeah, the smelly kids, covers up the smelly kids. But you're right. It's nothing but a pain in the ass. And everybody has their own way to keep it alive. You know what I mean? Well, you got to put 2 aspirin at the bottom of it, put water in it.
Is that a real thing?
I've never heard
No,
that.
of course not, but I've heard it. And, you got to water it all the time. It can't be near anything that could catch fire.
Well, that's a good policy for
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, but it's a pain in the ass, to your point. And the cleanup, you vacuum needles for 3 months. You find that crap.
I also do know one friend that had the spider problem in the tree, and that was kind of enough to make me not ever want to take a chance on it.
As we break it down point by point here, just from the cost standpoint, I could spend $75 once every 10 to 15 years for a tree, or I can spend $50 every year. It's pretty clear the economic choice here.
And I got to drag it out to the curb.
Yes, and that brings us to the second point. When it comes to time, a trip to my basement versus a trip to a farm to cut the thing down by myself. Can we talk about the tree cutting down thing for a second?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason tree farms let you cut down your own tree is to let guys do lumberjack play.
Yeah.
Right?
Feel like a man.
And look, here's the thing. It's a brilliant play by
it
Tree
is.
Farm
Yeah.
because it's a totally controlled
You're
environment.
doing the work.
Yep, where your wife and kids get to watch you cut down a tree. It's like tough guy fantasy camp.
Yeah.
Genius move by the farm.
Lumberjacking.
But why not have a farm where you can pay to punch men bigger than you in the face with no retaliation? Because it's the same idea.
All right,
Watch
punch
me how
farm.
I'm going to take down George Foreman.
Come on down to Punch Farm. One thing I love about the fake tree,
What's that?
if you get the right one, they're self-lighting. You don't have to string the lights
That
every
is
year.
nice. Yeah.
That's nice.
No, I
All
agree
done.
with you.
You plug it in.
Done. Bingo, bango, boingo.
Yeah.
But despite all of this, despite all of those points, all valid points, my wife fights to get a real tree every single year.
Because
every year.
she believes in that tradition.
But I don't even
And
think.
the smell. Which, by the way, you can buy that spray.
Yeah,
Just
thank
light
you.
it. You can
or
light
light
a
a
Christmas
candle.
Yeah.
Well, here's the ass kicker. I've told you guys this in the past. I'm allergic to real trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The sap.
Yes, I can't get them. I will die, hand to God.
Yeah.
Yet my wife will not drop this. I will be miserable in my house. And she's like, but what if we tried it? What if we try you being miserable for an entire month?
So you go. So wait. So
I
which
get
way?
sneezy. I won't die.
No. So what do you guys do?
Oh,
now?
we have the fake tree.
Nice.
We had to get our second ever fake family tree. The first one made it 15 years.
Right.
It's a pretty good run.
Yeah, we'll take it. And I went and got the one you described. It was Black Friday. Michael's had a sale.
Plug it in.
$60, plug in,
Free
bingo,
lit.
and it's got multiple different light colors and
Yeah.
patterns. You press a button.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's so easy. Set up in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Why would anybody do anything else?
Instant holiday.
Thank you. But like the most mind-blowing thing about the real trees, and again, this is coming from a story on 10 NBC over the weekend with the cost of the fake trees going up. They went down to the Boy Scout Christmas tree sales on East Ave. Before we get back into the story, I do want to read some Instagram messages coming in, Duffy on WCMF. And as we say, because this man has such a great name, we will always read what he writes us. Hudson Luft writes us. We have a real tree, and yes, it smells great. It's beautiful once it's up, but getting it up, putting lights on it, definitely not fun. Our tree fell over while we were putting our lights on it and spilled water everywhere.
Sorry, can you remember, too, when we got the real tree back in the day? You had to anchor it to a wall because they never stand up straight.
Like screw it into the
wall?
So
you put a nail or a hook on a wall, and then you got to run like a fishing line or something to it so it kind of like holds it up.
Oh.
Yeah, because if you got dogs and kids
sure.
and cats, somebody's going to pull on that damn thing and take it over.
So I got to put a hole in my wall.
You leave the hook there.
Still a hole.
Yeah, it's still a hole.
So, I mean, whether it's full or not, still a hole there, buddy.
Well, it's not a big hole. It's like a hook.
Are you arguing for a tree? Because it's not. I don't want to put a
No,
hole.
I hate trees.
The most mind-blowing thing
What's that?
about the real tree. The holidays are a hectic time, right?
Oh, yeah, stress.
Getting work done before the end of the year. If you have kids, you have 1,000 activities to take them to.
Yeah.
Then comes the shopping and the get-togethers and the part-time work you may need to do to afford presents for everybody. Why would you add another day-long obligation of going out and getting the tree and bringing it home and setting it up, right? And then you have to take care of that tree as you've been describing.
Yes. The maintenance.
Who's got the time right now?
Nobody.
For a real, well, people do because they're selling real trees.
Well, you got to blow a whole Sunday doing this.
Are you doing it more, though, for the kids? Like, is it one of those things where you're just keeping the tradition going and you don't want to disappoint your kids
People my age,
by cutting it out if they're used to it?
People my age do not want Christmas trees in the house.
You don't think so?
No, I'm old. I want to be trying to lug a tree in and out of the house.
Yeah, but you're a grandparent now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
they got their own
grandkids.
No, but like kids don't understand. Kids think every house has a tree in
Yeah.
it, and like the best of trees.
But we
like,
got fake.
I would argue the grandparent tree has to be more grand than your actually at-home tree. My grandparents always was.
Yeah, but your parents set a pretty low bar.
We had what is
period.
No, we had a tree. It was fine.
I mean, a stick with a flashlight duct taped to the top is not really a tree.
What a terrible thing to say about Kimmy.
Oh, Christmas light. Oh, Christmas mag light. My dad had to take it from the police department. It's got hippie blood on it.
Now that I think about it,
What?
every every older person's home I went into always had a bigger, grander tree.
Nobody my age wants to throw their back out doing the tree. And by the way, the kids don't even care. They don't. They got their own trees and traditions.
Okay, they do care. Kimmy, you remember as a kid going to your grandparents' house, them having a big light up tree? It gives you like warmth and right. Like,
that grandparent is dead.
Cause the grandparent house was always where the family party.
Yeah,
happened,
yeah. This is the new grandparent. All right.
What?
We're the new grandparents.
I love how you say that. Except you did have to decorate a tree and put one up.
I just plugged it in.
Okay, I didn't plug it on.
And did all the outside stuff.
Walter writes, I just picked up a truckload of Christmas trees from Oregon that delivered to Mexico. They have Christmas trees in Mexico?
Yeah, why not?
I guess so. They grow them down there. Hey, I think you can grow Christmas trees everywhere in the United
No, he said
States.
he got them from Oregon to bring them to Mexico.
Wait, he took down to Mexico.
Oregon Christmas trees to take them to Mexico. Well, no, I just figured like you would
have somewhere.
No, but I didn't think like we have Christmas trees because like they were native to America.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought they had like different, like they put like lights on a palm tree, like the Corona commercial.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's so true.
Like what? How do you explain that?
What?
To a Mexican kid?
What do you say?
Well, no, like this tree does not exist. Do they have pine trees in Mexico?
Yeah.
Where?
All over.
Isn't it too hot?
No, there's pine trees in Florida.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I would live there.
I would live there.
There's pine trees in Florida.
No, I thought pine trees were a cold weather tree.
No, they're not. I think Christmas trees can grow in any state.
Well, then why are they importing them from Oregon to Mexico? Yeah, dumbass.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, but like people in like the South probably
Yeah.
have.
No, but he's arguing that they.
Right, I think some of the biggest Christmas tree farms are like in the Carolinas.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Look, you're just making stuff up.
Sounded good, doesn't it?
252 WCMF 252-9263. All right, Mary has this tip every year, and it's a good tip
Right.
if you're looking to save money.
Yeah.
She's on CMF.
No.
Hey, no, Mary, what's going on?
It's not really a tip. My sister-in-law said their tradition was to always get the tree on Christmas Eve. And I said, did you get it late on Christmas Eve? And she's like, Yeah. I said, those were free trees. Your dad went out and got free trees just like my dad did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look.
My mother said, we're not getting a tree. Oh, that was every year. My mother was like, we're not getting a tree. She didn't want to deal with that. And 4 kids.
They already had Mary's bush.
Oh, for God's sakes,
That's
man.
what they said.
Where do you put the star?
4 years old. I had no bush at 4.
Look what you did. I had no bush at 4 is a
did that.
sentence that was uttered on our show. Way to go.
He wasn't
You
even
dick.
listening.
God damn it. God damn it. All right, Mary, but like, I mean,
dear.
hold on, before I let you go. You know, you raised your son, and are the holidays big for him?
They were. They're getting. He likes. I give him 3 presents that he can get,
Okay.
and he's pretty good about it. Yeah.
All right, so, but like, when it comes to like all
It used to be nuts. It used to be nuts. It used to be like 14 or 15 gifts, and it's like, now it's 3.
All right, can I ask a question that's going to sound insensitive, but I don't mean it to sound insensitive?
That's what I
Sure,
just
go for it.
said. What are you worried about?
Well, no, Mary, your son's blind, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so do you decorate the house? Like, can he
As far as
see?
he knows.
That's what I'm asking. Can he see?
No.
She just opens up a tackle box and throws it around.
I just spray that pine scent around. You know. It's like
Mary, thank you. It was always great to talk to you, Mary.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Have a good holiday.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Is that not a valid question?
No, it is.
If your son is blind and he
Why
likes
bother?
Christmas,
Yeah.
well, not why
Unless you're
bother.
doing
There's
it for
no way I'm
yourself, you know?
decorating the house for a blind kid.
Well, no, but maybe he wants to
Yeah.
decorate the tree himself.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to feel the tree.
Who wants to look at that one?
Oh my God.
You're not going to let a blind kid decorate a tree?
All right, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break.
Okay.
This is a remarkable story.
All right.
It happened out in Geneva.
Oh.
Geneva's a high-end place. There are lots of high-end
yeah,
hotels.
yeah.
It's a resort
Oh,
town.
fancy.
So when you hear the story up front, it makes perfect sense. A handbag that's worth this much being stolen from a hotel in Geneva makes
Yeah.
perfect sense until you find out what hotel it was taken from.
Oh.
And I would have thought a woman that has access to something like this would have never agreed to stay in this kind of hotel, because when it comes to picking a hotel, wives have an idea, husbands have an idea.
True.
And there was never a compromise.
No.
We'll get into it next here in the break room on CMF. Scratcher of a story here, Tommy.
Wow.
And it's one we as husbands know all too well. Because there is nothing wrong with a cheap hotel if you just need a place to stay.
Oh, yeah, we've done it.
But certain things don't belong at a cheap hotel.
Yes.
And what was taken from this hotel motel was not a Holiday Inn. Makes you wonder what the hell the folks staying at this place were thinking.
Okay.
And if this guy managed to pull this off, either A, how much trouble he's in, or B, what lesson we can learn from him about his spouse. You're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock 96.5. WCMF, we get back into this big Bills win with our good buddy, Hot Takes, Filthy Mouth, Dan Fates from 13UM at Buffalo Plus just after 9 o'clock on a postgame Monday here in the break room on CMF. The story comes to us from Geneva, and it's pretty cut and dry up front.
All right.
A 44-year-old man was arrested after police say he stole a Louis Vuitton bag
That's how I am, buddy.
and other personal items from a visitor at a hotel. The bag, according to authorities, was estimated to be worth more than $3,700.
Holy Christ.
Those
That's
bags,
just the bag?
Yep, those bags can get up there, buddy.
God damn.
Designer bags.
All right.
And here's the thing. Geneva has some high-end hotels.
Well, you got the two castles up there.
Belhurst Castle. There's that other, resort.
Geneva on the lake or whatever.
There's one up there, and then there's another one where it looks like the 1920s, it's like the Great Gatsby.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That the bag would be taken.
Well, yeah,
there.
rich lady.
Yeah, except that's not where this crime happened. Police say the Louis Vuitton bag theft went down at the Microtel.
Wait, the Microtel is also a castle? It's a micro castle?
It is not a micro castle.
So the Microtel, okay, so it's a motor lodge.
Yes. Now, look, right off the bat, there's nothing wrong with a microtel. I have stayed in several microtels in my life.
Yeah.
Had a blast at the microtel. But tell me, you don't see a lot of $4,000 handbags walking in the microtel.
No.
And this story is strange because...
That's knockoff hotel.
Well, it's near the finger. Is it one of those quaint little microtels?
It's
or
a
is...
microtel.
No such thing as a quaint microtel.
Well, I don't know,
chain.
in that area, if somebody, I don't know.
Kimmy, if you want to stay bougie, there are 15 different opportunities to stay bougie.
It ain't the microtel.
Yeah.
Exactly. What makes this story so strange?
What was that?
The hardest thing you will ever do is get your wife or girlfriend to stay at an economy hotel.
No, if you don't have to, they ain't staying.
Thank you. Women and hotels on the lower end of the cost spectrum do not cross paths.
Lodging is always an issue.
In fact, I would argue the only thing keeping the luxury hotel model in business are wives and girlfriends, right? And the phone number is 252-WCMF, 252-9263. I'm going to go on a run here.
Right.
And the second I say something untrue, I want you to speak up. All right. A hotel is just a bed.
Yeah, it is.
Right? You are in another city to go do something.
You just want it clean, safe. That's all you're looking for.
Yes, you're going on vacation. You're there to see a ball game. You're there for a wedding, visit family, see the sights. The hotel you sleep in doesn't really matter because all you're doing there is sleeping. But at some point, the ladies in our lives decided the hotel was part of the vacation.
Yes.
And that...
The experience.
Thank you. And there needed to be amenities. There needed to be a nice bar and restaurant. There needed to be a spa. The halls needed to look fancy. The lobby needed to be big and shiny so you could take selfies and post it on Instagram. Guess where I am.
So on the old show, the host and his wife, and every time we took these Bills trips or these station trips, they would change rooms 2 or 3 times. As a matter of fact, the host of the show wanted to see the room before he checked in.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. I go, you couldn't be more of a pain in the ass to these people that before I check in, I want you to go upstairs, open up the door, let me look around and see if this is the room I want.
Host of the show, who could this mystery man
be
that you speak of?
So
I don't know either. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it either, man. And by the way, these are really nice hotels where, it's all going to be fine.
Kimmy, are we saying anything wrong? Is there anything off base with what we're saying here?
I mean, I don't have that experience.
Well, I don't see her being a foo-foo. I think she lodges rough.
I just want a base hotel.
She's
I don't need
cabin,
anything
bro.
fancy, but as long as it's a name hotel and it's clean.
What's the name? So Microtel you'd be fine staying in.
No,
You never
Are
heard
you
of
talking about one I've never heard of? Probably not.
But
But I
Microtel's a
trust
national
a
chain.
Hampton Inn. I trust
Okay.
a Holiday Inn. I trust something like a chain that I've been to before. That's fine with me.
The phone number is 252-WCMF. Because it's when you start a vacation, you pick where you're going to go, and then comes the hotel, right? And that always starts that vacation plan off on the wrong foot.
And what really used to tee me off when I was doing stand-up, I was dating some girls that came on the road to see what I was doing.
Sure, yeah.
Right? And we stayed in crap hotels. And these were low-end chicks, bro. And they would bitch about, I go, man, this place is nicer than the apartment I banged you at. And you got issues with this joint? You got to be kidding me. This one chick was telling me she thought the Knights Inn, which are all over the country at that time.
By the way, KNIGHTS, that one actually looks like a castle.
Yeah. But they're cheap hotels. She was like pissing and moaning about the colors.
Of the hotel room?
Yeah. She said it looked like a whorehouse. By the way, she was kind of hoary, so she should know.
The funniest thing is, Kimmy, like if you meet a girl at the club and you take them back to the hotel or the comedy condo, they'd be like, oh. Like, what did you expect?
It's gross.
You saw my set.
Yeah.
They're not putting me up in the Four Seasons.
Right. But they'd have an attitude.
Plus, we're in Ashtabula, Ohio. This is the nicest hotel in the whole town.
And I know she's never been in a nice hotel.
Okay, now we're just being mean.
Yeah. Kind of what I do.
252 WCMF. That's what you hired me for, bad. Talking about the story on Geneva. A 44-year-old man arrested after police say he stole a Louis Vuitton bag valued at $3,700 from a hotel room. And, just on the surface, that makes sense. You got Bellhurst Castle, bunch of resorts out there, high-end folks spending a lot of money to stay places. But this story happened at the Microtel. And what is amazing about this story is not the crime committed. It's the fact that a woman who owned a purse worth $3,700 would stay at a place like that because all women want to stay at nice hotels, which doesn't make sense because it's just a bed. You just need to sleep there.
Yeah, all women, right.
Okay.
I seem to remember there was a man, was it last summer, sometime last year?
Whatever.
He without his wife, stayed at a nice penthouse suite, Tommy, in Toronto.
Oh, that was for my brother-in-law's bachelor party.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
ask me who booked it.
Yeah. Oh, he had to go.
I did not want to do this.
She forced me.
She did.
She forced me to get this two-story hotel room.
Kimmy,
I had to go.
Kimmy,
I didn't want to,
that
but
is-
what am I going to do?
Girls
My
speaking
hands
truth.
are
You're making a
tied.
funny voice, but all of these things actually happened. Look, and to my point, I told my wife, do not spend this money. I mean, it's nice for my brother-in-law, whatever, but we're not going to.
But I'm saying you stayed at a lot of nice hotels.
Kimmy.
By yourself.
Kimmy,
Just saying.
the three of us.
She's not even there.
My brother, my
I mean,
brother-in-law.
keep going with this.
We checked into the hotel at 7. We went out and got drunk till 1 in the morning. We left at like 7:30. Went out and got drunk.
He hated every minute of it.
We
Tommy.
didn't spend any time
Hated
in
it.
And then my brother
Hated having his own room.
Well, I didn't. I had to share a room with Ryan
Oh,
and
no.
his CPAP machine. And then Ryan ate all the snacks that turns out word free and still denies it to this day.
They didn't enjoy it at all.
Look, this makes no sense and it costs money for no reason. And here's the worst part when it comes to the argument about the nice hotel versus just a regular hotel. If you go with the nicer hotel, it is going to cost you so much more money
Yes, it is.
that you can do less on your vacation.
Yeah.
But if you somehow manage to talk your lady into the cheap hotel and any little thing goes wrong, your entire trip is ruined. And
Oh, yeah.
here's the thing. Something will go wrong at the cheap hotel. It will be minor. But you would have thought World War III started, and we are at ground zero of it. And like, you're sitting here making this smug face. I've met your friends. Don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, we split rooms where we know, we do a lot of Airbnbs. I don't know what category that falls under. We've been doing more of those lately than hotels.
Are they but it's like the Airbnbs seem to be getting more expensive than
It's
the
kind of
hotels.
hit or miss too. I mean, you're just going based off pictures.
Because you're in somebody's house.
Yeah.
And like, here's the thing too.
What's that?
Like, I get the idea early on of the Airbnb being a better idea because it's less expensive and it's like, okay, I'm not tied down. It's more quiet maybe.
We usually split it with some people.
I'm not taking garbage out. I'm on vacation.
You have to clean up the place.
Yes,
too.
I'm on vacation.
It's a job.
Yes, thank you. Like, the best thing about the hotel is I'm not going to be a dick about it, but I cannot make the bed.
Okay, every Airbnb we've done, there's been an issue with them, every one of them. And to your point, there's like a list of things you have to do before you leave. Basically, it's your house. It's like you left your house to go to somebody's house, then you're going to leave that house to go to another house, and you have to clean everything up.
Yeah. Why would I want to do that?
I don't get it. And they're not, to your point, they're not cheap.
Anymore. Like, again, it was like that Amazon model where it's like, hey, isn't this cool? Now you're addicted to it. Jack up the price. All right, let's take a break. We told you last week that there were 2 schools that were doing something they had never done before.
Oh.
They were headed to the state football playoff championships. One had a fantastic time.
Fantastic. Oh.
I'm sure the other had a fantastic time as well.
I should have given it. I should have given it their all.
Of course they gave it their all.
I hope they did.
We'll get into it next here in the break room on CMF. Dan Fates from 13 WM at Buffalo Plus joins us just after 9 o'clock to get back into this amazing Bills win.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, everyone's back on a bandwagon again. But before we get to professional football, you're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5, WCMF. 2 high school football teams from our area trying to do something their schools had never done before over the weekend.
How the young men do.
Well, one of them succeeded.
All right.
A big congratulations to the kids out in Monroe High School. They smoked Sleepy Hollow. Take that, Headless Horseman. 34-0 in the state
Goddamn.
Class B title. The Monroe Red Jackets outscored opponents by 502 points in 12 games.
Holy Christ.
They were just on a...
So that's Monroe High, right? The old school.
Yeah. I mean, everything about this team is awesome.
Did I see they were the first Rochester City school to win a state championship?
Ever?
That would
I
make
think
sense.
so, yeah.
That would make sense because I don't think they had the state playoffs back when, those football teams were good back in the 50s and 60s. So, yes, you're right. You hit it. First ever city school district to win a state title. They're the first.
That's huge.
Section 5.
I hope they do something nice for these kids.
Well, so they got a state trooper escort off the thruway back to the school.
Nice.
And here's what's fun about Monroe. I don't know. I don't watch a ton of high school football, obviously, because I'm a 39-year-old man.
Yeah.
But these kids are just all the highlights I've seen, it's just nothing but jaw-dropping, athletic, unbelievable plays. It was awesome. Wow. And they have the coolest uniforms in Section 5. They have a 585 helmet. And then they have uniforms that just say the row across the chest.
Oh, that is cool.
Monroe.
The row?
It makes me want to go play high school football at Monroe. So they win 34-0.
That's impressive. All right.
That being said, Brighton also playing in the state championship in Class A. They were facing off against Rye. Things did not go so well for them. They fell to Rye in the state final.
How bad?
I don't have a score in front of me. I think it was a 2-touchdown loss. But, I mean, they battled. I mean, to make it this far at that age, there are hundreds of high school football teams. They made it all the way down to the last couple of minutes. Now, obviously, you're hurt for the kids in Brighton that didn't pull this off. But here's why it sucks even more.
What's that?
We haven't had a team representing Section 5 in the state football playoffs, I think, since 2019. Any other year, even getting there and not being able to win that game makes you like celebrities in the town. You know, the greater Rochester.
Sure.
Everybody's rooting for you.
You got it.
Yeah.
The fact that Monroe wins it in their class in the same year you didn't win it in your class, I think it hurts even more.
You think?
Well, because Monroe is getting the attention of winning it, whereas
you get to kind of see you get a glimpse of what it could have been, kind of.
So there's that. You got kids you may know that are celebrating this win.
Yeah.
More so, the Democrat and Chronicle wrote 3 or 4 stories on Monroe, which they should have over the weekend for winning this thing. Brighton would have gotten more attention had another team not won the championship. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 2 local teams were in it, so one steals the whole light.
I feel so bad for these kids. I feel so bad.
Yeah, Brighton never gets a break.
Well,
God damn it, man.
Okay.
I mean,
come on, Brighton. One of these days, will the light shine on Brighton? Because Monroe High School has always had it so good.
Look.
That school looks like an Eastern Bloc tank factory, man.
Okay, we're talking about the kids
I
in
know,
the
but those...
in that case, no, I understand there is something to be said about inequality in schools.
Yes.
But that's not the discussion here. I'm talking about 2 teams of kids who busted their ass for years and years and years to get to this moment, and you make it all the way down to that final moment. And yes, these kids in Monroe should be celebrated. That's not.
Yes.
What I'm saying is the accomplishments of the team from Brighton are not going to get their rightful due to no fault of Monroe. They're just playing football too, but because another team won that championship.
What would you do if they both won?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, Monroe would have been the more dominant team.
And
where they crushed.
But
and
Brighton,
like you said, the first of that
of the city school
of that
districts
level to do it.
But Brighton has never won a state football championship either.
True.
And
they
they
haven't?
play in the they haven't.
Oh.
And they play in the that's how rare this stuff is.
Yeah.
I know we've become spoiled here. Webster was
a
really good.
state championship is rare.
Webster
for this
was
area.
really good for years.
Yeah.
Aquinas was really good for years. They pop every once in a while. McQuaid made a run a couple
Always,
of years ago, right? For most school districts, getting past 1 or 2 games outside of sectionals is a once-in-a-generation accomplishment. And you have never, having played organized sports one time in your life.
I never played the game, Patrick.
No.
Me and Cosell.
You and that jacket. That jacket screams, I've never played a moment of
Cosell.
organized sports.
Just remember, it's just a game out there, young man.
No, but that's why I feel bad for these kids.
What is it?
But you still got to say you played in a state championship, and you got to play on a Division I football field in that type of atmosphere. You got to experience a little bit. So I mean, maybe looking back on it as an adult, you still, think it was like a cool thing to have experienced.
You're absolutely right.
You will be able to bore people forever with this story.
Kimmy, going back to the point you made, with Monroe High School, the Red Jackets winning the first ever state championship, not only in their school, but in the history of the city's school district, 34-0 over Sleepy Hollow. Meanwhile, Brighton falls just a little bit short against Rye in the Class A state championship over the weekend. I had a point I was going to make. And
don't blame me.
No, you're running your stupid mouth.
I do have a question because I think we all know people who have won a state championship or lost like a big game, like a state championship, and I don't know which one talks about it more.
Ooh.
Oh, the winner, I would think, right?
I never bring it up here. I brought it up one time last week talking about this story.
No, I'm talking about guys on the field. What?
Guy who makes picks every week about what football players should be doing.
But those guys that win, the guys that constantly wear their class ring, their championship ring.
But the guys that almost made it also always have that chip on their shoulder.
Oh.
So they always have like a hate for that school that they lost to.
Oh, there are teams that I beat that I still hate as a grown-ass man, which I know is sad.
All right.
Very sad.
All right.
Like, to this day, and it's stupid.
What's that?
Like, I don't like anyone.
That's not stupid.
I don't like anyone from McQuaid. I just don't.
What an idiot.
Fair. I can't argue that, but there's just something inside me.
You don't like God?
Well, we also had God. We had our God.
Well, you had your God. It's the same God.
The same God, but he was our God and their God.
It's funny, though, because there's like a guy from McQuaid's giant head behind me here who stares at you
I
every
hate
day,
like
all
Mace.
day.
Mace is one of the nicest people I've ever met, and when he brings up the McQuaid stuff, I hate him.
McQuaid is a mixed bag of success.
What do you mean?
Oh, the guys that I've met that have gone to McQuaid.
That's every school. It is every school.
I understand that, but they should not have any
Why?
glitches in the armor.
That's not true. No, look, man, you can't.
Some of them boys can drink beer.
Okay. Again, just because you send your kid to a private
I
school,
know.
As I look across the room from me, doesn't mean they're going to be any better off. Look at me. Look at both of us. We are both products of private school.
Yes.
I'm wearing a Poinsettia Bowl, Josh Allen, Wyoming jersey, which is pretty kick-ass. But
if you were wondering,
I could barely read at a 5th grade level. Do math. You can't even speak, and that's your job. Kimmy went to public school. She's the only one that graduated from college in this room. She's not doing well, but she's the only one that graduated
And she
from college.
started on a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she hated it.
And
so what?
really
She's still a starter. She's the only starter in this room.
I played.
Well, it was,
Huh? You didn't start.
I was a better boxer than I was anything else.
I'm talking football.
We're talking football, baby. It's time Mule. Talking.
I'd be really not impressed if you were a boxer and
I know,
didn't
that
start your own fight.
Just thinking, how would that work?
How does that work? Yeah.
I boxed, but I didn't play.
Well, you can say
I rode the bench in my own.
There are guys that just don't. Shut up. Everyone shut up. Congratulations to Brighton. You did a great job, guys. Yeah. Big congratulations.
Now we're on to college.
To Monroe High School.
Financial institutions.
I am curious, with Monroe being as dominant as they've been all season, like, I don't know anything about these teams past what I've been reading. Like, does Monroe have a chance to go do it again? Do they have younger kids that are going to come back?
Oh.
Because I'd love to see these kids keep going. And
sure.
I think there's a couple of kids. Signing day was, I believe, a week and a half ago.
Oh, some kids are going on?
Well, like Michael just wrote us, there's a kid from Rochester. I'm not sure where he goes to high school. His name is Xavier Payne. He's going to play football at Colorado.
Oh,
okay.
That's pretty cool.
Big program.
Yeah, huge program. But, yeah, I mean, I think there's got to be a couple of kids playing that well from Monroe that are going to get a look. There's another kid from Brighton who's going to play at UB, got a scholarship to play football there.
Nice.
So, I mean, all good things. All good things. And no matter what happens, if those kids that go play college, you're going to hear for the rest of your life. The kids that didn't, I played with a couple guys and went D1, no big deal.
Yep.
That's my go-to.
Yeah.
I played with a couple guys.
But if you ever play with anybody that went on, like they attach themselves to that dude.
Yeah, what else is
I
there
think
to
that's
do?
every guy, though.
Yeah.
I think every guy could pick at least one dude that he played in, either with, alongside, or
played
against.
Yeah.
Yeah. And nobody cares.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you had any speck of athletic ability, you'd be doing the same thing.
I had a little speck of it last night.
This doesn't even make sense. Like, you're not even good at
I
what
was
you're supposed to
very
be good at.
athletic
You're
last
not
night.
even good. No, you
I
weren't.
tore it
no,
up
you weren't.
last night.
You didn't. I've
I went all the way. What?
Yeah?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Just stop by your mama's house.
A man who I'm sure he'll tell you all about his athletic exploits if you ask him.
He does look like that dude.
He's got that face, doesn't he?
Oh, he's got the face.
He's got, let me tell you, face. He was on the sidelines yesterday for this game wearing one of them face shields. Trying to keep the cold out of his
Very
mouth.
cold, yeah.
Keep that cold out of his filthy mouth. From 13 Wham and Buffalo Plus, hot takes, filthy mouth. Dan Fates next to get back into this Bills game here on CMF.
Back to pass. Nobody open. Pumps. Looking right. Fires. And wide open in the end zone is Jackson Hawes. And it's Snow Angel time in the end zone for Buffalo.
Nobody open. Somebody's open.
Jackson Hawes is open because Jackson Hawes is always open. He's a late-round pick. Spends 4 years at Yale, goes to Georgia Tech for a year.
Kid.
A tight end. You have two great tight ends on this team in Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. And Jackson Hawes has 3 touchdown catches. I know there's a lot to get into. I just really enjoyed that play, and there's a reason I want to talk about it here. And joining us, you're hanging out in the break room, Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5, WCMF. He was at the game yesterday. He was all bundled up. Looked a little cold afterwards, giving a very rousing description of the game. Let's welcome 13 Wham at Buffalo Plus. Hot Takes, Filthy Mouth, Dan Fates. Hey, Fates, how are you, buddy?
Good, how are you guys? Also, when Jackson Hawes scored that touchdown, Duffy, you were the first person I thought of.
Thank you, Dan. Always nice to be thought
That's sad.
But I want to talk about this because that Jackson Hawes play, the 4th down touchdown to Khalil Shakir, the 3rd and 15 with Josh having to ice the game, the Josh running for his life to score that touchdown. There were 6 or 7 times where I'm watching the game going, no. Oh, my God! Like, I have never had so many oh, my God moments in a football game as I had yesterday, Dan.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like, this team has a lot of flaws, and sometimes their flaws are too much to overcome. And then there are games like this when you have Josh Allen, and that's all that really matters. I was talking about it with my wife yesterday because after I got home from the game, and to see that emotion from Josh, and one thing I pretty much, I think I've said it on here, is that, like, Josh isn't really active on social media. He doesn't post a bunch or anything like that, but he knows everything that goes on. And he knows what the national people are saying. He knows what the local people are saying. And to see that emotion, it's like you guys are all dogging on this offense and that I can't throw to anybody because nobody's open. But I'll just do it myself. I'll just do all of it. And to see that emotion is kind of like, yeah, guys, remember, I'm still the reigning MVP, and I can still do this, and I can still take over games and be that guy was really cool to see. And it was, again, Duffy, I know you'll talk about the playoff picture, but it's wide open. And when you get games like that, when Josh goes and does those kind of things, who knows what could happen.
So Josh turns into every mom around the holidays. You know what? I'll do it myself. I can do for you, but no, when I ask you for anything, I'll just pick it up and get it.
He also, I also saw he kind of subtly called out the fans again. Like it was good to see everybody stay
but they did.
through the 4th quarter.
They did.
Again, just like your
mom. To your point, like about him paying attention to everything. Yeah.
Tim, that's exactly it. Like, even in the Baltimore game is what he's referencing to about how they were down 16 points. And even in the middle of the game, he's looking around and is seeing people leaving. And you don't think that after Mike Gesicki scored that touchdown and the Bills are down 10 with 8 minutes to go, you don't think he's looking around and going, are you guys going to leave again? Because watch this. Like, I know they're like, you got to be focused in on the game and all these things. Josh is still aware so much of everything that's going on around him. And I loved that little, I don't know, petty shot probably isn't the right word, but the joking with the fans of I'm glad you guys stayed. You know, it was a win-win for everybody.
So what might have been the funniest moment of yesterday's game, and Dan, I don't know if you saw this angle, and we talked about it earlier in the show, on the 40-yard touchdown run from Josh Allen. Everybody on that field that has played with Josh Allen before understands what to expect. So he starts taking off. You see Gabe Davis and you see Khalil Shakir start to block as soon as they see him going. There is an angle where the play is following Josh from behind. And Josh is hauling. He is 20 yards downfield from the line of scrimmage. And in that moment, you see Brandon Cooks turn around and put his hand up. He's 15 yards for Brandon Cooks. And Brandon Cooks has only been here for a week and a half. And he's like, throw me the ball. Oh, crap. And now he's got to start blocking.
Yeah, they asked Christian Benford about, you know, hey, this isn't your first time seeing Josh do Josh things and take games over. But, like, does it ever get old? And he's like, no, it's lit. And he goes, he does stuff that you do on Madden. He goes, that was like that kind of play. You know, like the game was – a lot of people tweeted, and I think a lot of people thought after that Gesicki touchdown with 8 minutes to go, like, that's too much for this that's game. And Josh, in 2 minutes is like, no, just kidding, game's back on. Like, this is absolutely what he does, and to take that game over. And, again, you got to see a little bit of those flashes like it was in Tampa Bay where he's kind of unlocked a little bit. You know, again, the passing game still has its flaws. It still didn't feel like a lot of things were on timing and were scripted, but Josh was He was Josh yesterday, and it was awesome to see.
Well, I mean, look, the perfect way to put it into perspective, Tommy.
Yeah.
The Bills scored, 18 points, maybe less than that, in the first 53 minutes of that game. Mm-hmm. They scored 21 points in the next 4 minutes and 30 seconds. 21 points in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I mean, don't get me wrong. Christian Benford's play that may have saved the season has a big part in that, but the offense scores 2 touchdowns there, Dan, including that Jackson Hawes catch on 4th down.
Yeah, even the third quarter when it started to feel like they got it going, like obviously the James Cook fumble was horrible, but Josh talked last week about, all right, when we get out of halftime, when they were trailing to Pittsburgh, it was going to be, all right, we need to score, stop, score, and then he realized that the Steelers had the ball first, but they still went score, stop, score, and I was like, this is it. The Bengals only ran 5 offensive plays in the third quarter. The Bills had 2 long drives. They started to feel like they were leaning on a Bengals defense, which has been historically pathetic. And so to have that moment, and W, I think we've talked about it here, is that the problem with this offense is that they're so good when they're ahead. And I'm sitting there going, I don't know if they have the horses to come back in this game and score 14 points in the last 8 minutes. Well, the offense helped, or Christian Benford helped by scoring points, but that was impressive to see that when the Bills are behind, to be able to still come back and rally and win that game, I thought was a big step forward for this team.
Dan Fates, 13 Wham Buffalo Plus, hanging out with us on this amazing Victory Monday. All right, so I want to talk about Joe Burrow for a sec because Tommy has a love-hate relationship with Joe Burrow. He loved Joe Burrow until he saw him in that Quarterbacks documentary.
Yeah.
Now you hate Joe Burrow. You hate Joe Burrow. You call him a soft boy.
Well, he is a soft boy. He's too pretty.
He's too pretty.
He does not look like an athlete. He doesn't look like a tough guy. He doesn't look gritty. He doesn't look banged up.
Okay.
Like, he doesn't look like
he's the most banged up quarterback in the NFL. He's won the comeback player of the year twice.
I know, but he don't look it.
Okay. All right, Dan.
What are your thoughts on him having turf toe?
Yeah, but he got that getting a pedicure.
Dan,
I think they should rebrand turf toe. It's a very soft-sounding injury.
Yes, no, it's true. It's true because it's a dislocated toe, is what it is, right, Dan?
Yeah, it's very painful.
Yeah,
but turf toe.
All right, well,
that's how Tommy would say it.
How would Tommy say it, Dan? How would he say it?
Oh, he's got turf toe. Oh, he's got turf toe.
I mean, Dan, the performance that Joe Burrow puts on yesterday is amazing, right? Like, he could not miss all game long. He throws double the amount of touchdown passes in that game than he had against the Bills his entire career up to that point. I had argued this morning, Joe Burrow played the best game in NFL history for a quarterback who is solely responsible for costing his team a football game, because that's what that was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good point, because I'm like, wait a second, Josh has played better, and then I see what you're saying. He cost his team the game. Yeah, that was – and it's funny because there are so many times when I've asked or begged for Joe Brady to give Josh Allen what I call, like, freebies. Like, you see Aaron Rodgers, you see Matt LaFleur, you see Sean McVay, like, when the ball is snapped, they know the play design is so good, they have the look that they want defensively, that they just know where the ball is supposed to go. And before that ball is snapped, Joe Burrow's thinking, I'm throwing the ball to Jamar Chase. He's running a quick little out route. My mind is made up. Whereas you see Josh look at plays and go, no, crap. All right, I got to do something. Joe, so many times in rhythm, in timing, that Bengals offense, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, like it's just like, okay, I know that because of the design of this play, this guy is going to be open. And he thought Jamar Chase was going to be open, and what a play by Christian Benford. He talked after the game that it actually wasn't the right technique. You're not supposed to leave your feet, which Josh Allen has exposed cornerbacks to that. Like, if that was a play that Josh would have pump faked and then ran around Benford and gone. But that's not Burrow. Burrow pulls the trigger, and Benford jumps up and takes it away, and it's a massive play. And Christian Benford is not only the Bills' best edge rusher as of late, he's getting the most pressure and sacks. He's also got more touchdowns than Bills wide receivers these last 2 weeks. He has been incredible.
That's not a great stat. That's fun and not fun at the same time. It's not
neither
fun.
of those stats are fun.
Thank you for that, though. I appreciate that, Dan Fates.
Yeah, you're welcome.
13 Wham hanging out. All right. As we talk about folks trying to get back in good graces with the offense, right? Like Dawson Knox has what might be the best game of his final season in Buffalo, which it's shaping up to be here. Let's talk about Keon Coleman. Because Keon Coleman has stressed the last 2 weeks. Well, here's the thing, Dan.
I know he's come up big in a couple of situations.
I mean, he
not used all the time, but
he had a clutch catch yesterday to keep that drive going when you needed it. He did. You can't argue that case, Dan.
Yes, I can.
Okay, go ahead, Dick. Be a dick.
Dan's done with Keon.
That's not it. I'm just saying, we're talking about it after the game. Like, it's like the bar now is so low for Keon when he makes the catch. We're like, yay, go Keon. Way to go, you made the catch. Like, that's the bar that we're at right now with Keon, that when he does anything, we're like, oh, what a play by Keon. Like, yeah, I expect most players to make, any NFL wide receiver to make those plays.
Okay, now it's sour grapes. Now you sound like sour grapes. No, but here's the argument I'm going to make back at you, Dan. If you look at the actual wide receivers in that game yesterday, Gabe Davis, Khalil Shakir, Tyrell Shavers, Keon Coleman, right? Like, look, Khalil has that great touchdown catch, but that's more Josh firing a ball as hard as he can into a circle. I can't believe that worked. You could argue, had the most valuable catches of the game of the wide receiver. Keon, outside of maybe Shavers' 16-yard grab there.
So how many did he have?
2 catches, 8 yards each. Exactly 2 catches for 8 yards
each.
He did
16 yards?
How many did you have?
Yeah, Tommy, that's how low the bar is. We're like, Keon had a big game. 2 catches, 16 yards. That's a great second-round pick as he's developing.
In a game where they weren't slinging it around.
It sounds pretty low.
Well, he did. They were slinging it. They threw the ball 28 times.
I stand corrected.
But here's the thing. As far as wide receivers go, not to get too deep in the numbers here, Tommy, Gabe Davis is your leading wide receiver. 2 catches for 21 yards. Keon Coleman is 5 yards off of the leading receiver.
But he's also proven himself.
Who, Gabe Davis?
Yeah.
You want to argue that one, Dan?
No.
The angel Gabriel Davis?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, there are games like this when it was earlier in the season. It was when Kincaid had a big game, one of his 100-yard games, and I was sitting there going, "Can you build a passing offense out of throwing the ball to your running backs and tight ends, and that's it?" And at times, it's worked. Dawson Knox was incredible. The Bengals, I don't know whether it's an organizational thing this year or not. They refuse to cover tight ends. It's just like against their rules in the building because they are historically bad against their tight ends. And you're like, oh, this is a game you really need Dalton Kincaid back to do this thing. And I was kind of thinking, Tommy may be able to line up at tight end and get open in some against the Bengals.
No, his end is not tight enough. He's real loose in the ass over here.
Oh, mercy. I walked into that one.
Including Tommy's ass. That's how loose in the ass he is.
What were we talking about last
ends.
My ass. My loose ass.
It's just sagging. Like when he stands up, he's got such saggy old man ass. Like you think it's his pants hanging down.
Stop staring at it.
None of this gets caught. None of this gets dropped.
No, saggy old man ass. Look, that's a fact of life, Dan.
You work with some saggies over there.
Bro, Tommy's seen Catalana in bicycle shorts.
Yes.
Multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me spin you out of this, Dan. Let's talk about something Kimmy and I were discussing off mic this morning. So a couple of years ago, the NFL gets very serious about their concussion protocol in game.
Yes.
They hire independent,
right.
Observers.
They're not messing around anymore, right? Like any questionable situation, that guy's out.
Okay, so the one that stands out yesterday is T. Higgins. He missed last week's game with a concussion, Bengals wide receiver. He hits his head in the first quarter. He keeps himself down on the ground.
Yeah, he's pointing to his head.
Yeah.
So
I'm thinking about it.
They test him. He comes back out and plays again. In the second half, he's late coming out of the dressing room because they're testing him again. He gets to go back out. There's another play where he gets his head hit on the turf. He stays down and comes out. He was never removed by the independent spotter. Dan, then 2 weeks ago, Deion Dawkins is tested for a concussion in the first quarter against the Houston Texans. He is allowed to come back in the game. He then misses the next week with a concussion. Is it just me, or does it feel like the NFL or the independent spotters or whoever have been more lax this season about the concussion rules than in seasons past?
Yeah, it definitely feels like it, and especially because there have been times when Josh has had normal plays where, it's maybe he runs over a linebacker and they've pulled him out of games. Or Khalil Shakir's been taken out of games, too, by the independent spotter. And you're like, well, he just missed 2 plays and he's fine. There were ones where you were like, I don't think that was a real violent hit. And then you see T. Higgins hit the ground, grabbing his helmet, where you're like, yeah, this guy just had a concussion 2 weeks ago. This is bad. And then he's back in the game in no time. Like, it's been weird. The Dawkins thing was especially weird because he was cleared to come back in. And I remember Mike talking. He was texting Jenna and I after the Houston game. And he's like, Deion didn't seem right after in the locker room. Like his eyes were kind of glossy, and he was kind of like a little spaced out. And then of course he's in concussion protocol. The next time that the Bills have availability on Monday. So yeah, like they just can't seem to get out of their way when they're talking about player safety and, this is all independent. And you had, Brian Dable this year running into the blue tent to pull out Jackson Dart when he's been checked like 100 times for concussions. So you're trying to figure that out. So, I agree with you. It definitely seems like it's slipping this year. Like they can't really figure it out. Some days they're really strict and other days they're like, who cares?
It is funny, too, because you look at T. Higgins in the game yesterday, Tommy. Yeah. He was by far the biggest offensive star for both teams. He has 6 catches, 92 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Right. Hell of a game. But that was on 11 targets. And, Dan, you saw, with your own eyes in that stadium, there were a couple of balls that he dropped where it made 0 sense. You know what I mean? Like, where it's like, there is something wrong with this guy right now.
Yeah.
I mean, but,
touch of something.
Look, man.
Did you watch, Duffy, did you stay up to watch the Sunday night game?
I did. I made it to, the end of the first quarter.
Oh, I was watching the second half. There were car accidents all over the field. Guys were just getting laid
out.
Cars
off the goddamn field. Man.
Woody Marks didn't know where he was. It looked like he got hit 3 different times, and his teammates are just scraping him up. And he's got this look around, and they keep putting him back in. And Rashid Rice, the Bengals or the Chiefs had 7 drops yesterday, and on 4th down, Mahomes throws a perfect pass right into his hands, and he drops it. I'm like, he doesn't know where he is. I do think there's something to that where you're talking about with T. Higgins. You're just not sharp enough.
Dan Fates from 13-Way at Buffalo Plus join us. All right, so we talk about the brilliant Bills game yesterday. We talk about concussion protocol, which is standard here.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the playoff picture because as of now, with the Chargers waiting to play the Eagles tonight, an Eagles team that has lost 2 straight and cannot afford to lose 3, which makes me feel good as a Bills fan. The Bills sit at the number 1 wild card spot.
Yeah.
They are 2 games back of the Patriots, who we see this week in Foxborough. 2 weeks ago, I said that the division is not off the table, and you said, the Patriots have the Bills, the Ravens, the Dolphins, the Jets, then the Dolphins to finish the season. And Dan, I am about to lay out a scenario in which we win the AFC East. Are you ready?
Me outright.
I'm ready.
Straight up outright.
Straight up outright.
Pure uncut AFC East title. The Bills go into Foxborough and get this win, and I have never been more confident in my life that the Bills are going to win a game than this weekend in Foxborough.
No, I'm pretty confident with you. I'm with you there.
Okay. You're then going to see the Patriots then see a desperate Ravens team that need to win the division and make the playoffs the week after with Lamar getting a little more time to come back from whatever the hell is ailing him. That is no guaranteed win. And I will make this statement, Dan, and you know this as well as anybody else. A young team like the Patriots who have been playing poor competition, if you lose 2 games and then you have crap teams that are division games with nothing to lose, you can drop one of those 2 games easy on a spiral. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. But
shut up, Dan.
But you're kind of basing this on the Bills winning.
Oh, the Bills are winning out. No question.
The
Bills are running the table.
Okay.
They are running that table.
Yeah, I actually liked them. It was funny. Before this game on Sunday, I was actually more confident that the Bills were going to win in New England more than they were winning at home against the Bengals. I just thought it was a weird matchup. The only thing is that Vrabel's a difference. I know you're talking about a young team and all these stuff. Vrabel's a veteran coach that I don't think they slip up against 2 really bad division teams. But the Dolphins are playing decent football. I mean, they're 6-7, and so are the Chiefs, so are the Ravens. It's a weird time right now. But yeah, you're going to need to lean on the Dolphins or the Jets to steal one to give you a chance.
But here, Dan,
not crazy.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy. The Patriots have not lost a bad game in 9 weeks. I don't care how good you are. You are going to lose a bad game. This is starting to have the feeling of Miami 2 years ago. I'm telling you, man, I feel good in the conkles of my heart, and my heart has yet to steer me wrong, Dan.
Would you, Duffy, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Would you take right now, if you could pause the playoff picture and have the playoffs, forget this, say this Monday night game doesn't get played.
Sure.
So the Chargers can't gain a spot. Would you just say, pause, I'll start the playoffs right now, where you're the 5, and you would then get to go and play Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh?
But I have no...
Yeah, I mean, it is not a bad matchup there.
Okay, it's not, but then you would have to go to Jacksonville if everything ends up flush. You would pay if everything ends up flush, you would play either the Patriots or the Broncos most likely on the road in the AFC Championship game.
Yep.
Dan,
if it was chalk all the way through.
I mean, I'm not scared of that scenario, but I believe so much that the Bills can win the AFC East right now? No. I want to play it out. Let's go.
Wow. Okay. Because this is the dream. I think most I see your path. I think it's plausible. All those things, but I would say realistically, you would want to pause this playoff picture and go. This is the Steelers. You wouldn't want to really face. I know the Bengals would need a lot of help. You never know what Lamar could do with that offense. But yeah, I was if you could be the top wild card team and play Pittsburgh, I don't think you want to go to Houston. If some other games get messed around, going to Jacksonville, that dump of a city, I'm not scared about that. But I don't know. I think that right now is the best the playoff picture looks for the Bills.
All right. Dan Fates, 13-win Buffalo Plus. He wants to stop the world. He wants to get off.
Stop the count.
Stop the count. All right, Dan, if I love all of the Buffalo stuff that you do, but I want all of that, you, Mike, Jenna, that plus some, where could I find that, Dan?
The Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. It was a snow globe yesterday, Winter Wonderland. We had our recap from up there talking also how aggressive Sean McDermott was, how he seemed to press all of the right buttons yesterday. We've got that. And then Thursday, we have a live podcast in Webster at Hooligans, 5 to 7 meet and greet with a live podcast from 7 to 8.
I got to ask a question.
Go ahead.
All right, well, Tommy, sometimes when, media people go out, they'll have cards with people's pictures on it.
So to autograph.
Yeah, so you can get
8x10s and stuff like that.
Yeah. Do you guys have stuff you hand out to give autographs, Dan?
No, we have hats. We have some Buffalo Plus hats, and there'll be Bud Light merch to go along with that as well.
Hey, Dan, how many autographs have you signed at these meet and greets so far this season?
A couple, and they're all awkward. It's why do you want my scribble?
Oh, he's so humble. You know what? I'm just doing it for the love of the game.
What have you signed? Did you sign a hat? What did they have you sign?
I've signed hats. I've signed and Bill's
tab.
Let's say I knew.
There have been times at training camp, and you're oh, I got all these Bills players to sign it. I want you to sign it. And I was you don't want this. You don't want this.
Guys, it's just me, Dan Fates, with 13 Buffalo Plus.
Just a regular guy, man.
I put my pants on the same as everybody else, one leg at a time.
That's how I sound.
Except I got big quads. That's how I do. I talk like this. I'm Dan Fates. Check me out. Buffalo Plus.
Is he Danny Quads?
Danny Quads. We're talking Danny Quads here. Filthy mouth Danny Quads. Danny, always a pleasure to see you, buddy. Talk to you. By the way, are we hooking up in Cleveland? I'm going with my wife and my brother and his wife.
Yeah.
You're going to be covering the game.
Wait, what? What are you doing?
Me and Danny Quads out at
taking
Cleveland.
A little Cleveland trip.
I'm going to the Cleveland game.
Saturday night, right?
Saturday night.
The Bills Cleveland game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be there with Seabag. We'll meet up.
Are you going to get permission from Catalana to go out and have half a beer? Is that going to be okay with him?
I'm allowed. Yep. I'll run it by the boss.
All right. Danny, always a pleasure, buddy. Thanks for the time.
Take care, guys.
All right, there goes Filthy Mouth Danny Quads. I think we hit the perfect nickname.
Danny
finally.
Quads.
It took us 2 years.
Yeah, we got there.
But Danny Quads did
Might be it. We'll see if it sticks.
Let's take a break. The folks at the Border Patrol at the Rochester Airport,
what are they saying?
Seems they just want to ruin Christmas for everybody because they got themselves a nice haul.
Those are some Christmas presents coming
Kimmy,
in.
what else could it be?
Wait, so they confiscated something?
We'll get into it. Tell you what it is next on CMF. Way to ruin Christmas, customs agents.
What happened?
Well, Kimmy's right. There is no doubt that these things that have been confiscated were 100% Christmas presents.
Oh.
The question is, who you can buy these types of presents for in your life. You're hanging out in the breaker, Rochester's Classic Rock, 96.5. WCMF, so what? We have 18 shopping days left, 17 before Christmas.
Okay.
We're already there. And there are some people who may have ordered things online that have to go order again. Because yesterday it was announced the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency seized various counterfeit designer items at the Rochester International Airport.
Oh, so the knockoffs.
You got it. So they say they expected several shipments. Those shipments had watches, shoes, handbags, and jewelry. All of them bore counterfeit trademarks, which is why they were seized. And the Border Patrol said if these items were genuine, they would be valued at more than $425,000.
Damn.
Which is very funny that they include that because there's really no reason to. If I was bigger, stronger, and more athletic, I'd be a starting lineman for the Bills, but I'm not. Like, I need to know, like, what they're actually valued at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's a massive difference between, like, a $400,000 haul and a $900 haul, which might be closer to what we're looking at here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you have a problem with the Border Patrol confiscating these items, Thomas?
I don't get the whole you can't buy a knockoff of something. Because those people can't afford your product.
Yeah, they're not buying the real thing anyway.
Right. Like, you didn't really, you're not hurting these big, fancy companies. I don't think.
Talk to the big, fancy companies who say that's their intellectual property, Thomas. Why, if you allow these things to happen, would anybody buy a Rolex or a Louis Vuitton bag or a Coach purse or whatever?
I don't know. I think it's all stupid anyway,
No,
man. But I can remember, when you used to go down to New York City, like on Canal Street.
Oh, yeah.
And those guys, they would sell you those Rolexes and Swiss Army knives and the watches.
Well, no, it wasn't a Swiss Army knife.
It was the Swiss Navy knife that I bought my nephew. But I remember, those guys would clean up, and I'm like, nobody's going in. That Louis Vuitton bag is like thousands of dollars, and that chick is always going to buy that bag.
Oh, look,
she's not going to buy the knockoff on the street.
It's a valid point. I think the argument for the companies are when your intellectual property that's fake ends up in the hands of people that can't afford it, it cheapens the item, which is a dick argument.
I don't know why it's the job of the Border Patrol to police that crap.
Okay.
Like of all the things you're worried about coming in and going out of this country, a goddamn bag or some beads.
What? Look at you.
What?
Look at you. I don't know. Well, it's just weird. So some days you're Tommy 1%, and some days you're Tommy, give people free bread, and you're on free bread day today.
No, I always think it's cool, like when you go down to like Mexico and stuff like that, and you see like all those tchotchkes and stuff, and it's knockoff.
Sure.
But looks pretty cool to me.
All right, Kimmy.
Yeah.
Kimmy's theory, your theory is all of this was Christmas presents.
I mean, it's that time of year where you could be buying stuff like that to give to people.
That's what I bought
it.
Here's how you know it is. According to the story, the Border Patrol says every holiday season they see a massive uptick in counterfeit goods trying to enter
Makes
the country.
sense.
Because they know there's big business.
All right, so if you are buying counterfeit goods for someone for Christmas, there's two ways to do it.
What's that?
You give them what it is, letting them know this is counterfeit.
Yeah.
Go have fun
But look
with it.
how real it looks, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or there are people you are trying to pass off these counterfeit goods as real to. Who can you buy counterfeit goods for Christmas and get away with?
Kids, number one.
Okay. But do you tell the kids they're fake?
No.
You're playing a dangerous game.
You don't say anything.
Yeah, but you don't want the kid to be embarrassed if they're telling their friends that it's real.
Yeah,
when it's
don't say
not.
anything.
But no.
There's going to be one dick kid that's no, it's not. I got the real one. Look at the difference.
So Louis Vuitton bags were huge when we were in high school.
Yeah.
Well, the knockoff purses in general were huge. I remember going to
Those
multiple
purse
parties.
Yeah.
It felt like everybody had some sort of fake designer bag.
But I vividly remember a couple of girls in high school, their parents bought them these bags and told them they
There
were real.
the few with the real ones.
And there were the ones with the real ones who would be like, no, and here's how you know. So, they legitimately thought they were real, and they got pants in front of everybody in the whole school.
It's a great life lesson,
What's
man.
a life lesson? Don't trust your parents?
Don't be cheap.
Your parents were cheap. I mean, I feel like if you give a kid something like that, you tell them it's knockoff and let the kid make the decision. If
I wouldn't say anything to a kid.
Okay. All right, what about your spouse? Boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife?
That's
depends on your wife. I mean, if she knows this stuff, you're not gonna be able to pull it off.
Because I think we all have people who appreciate a really good fake.
Sure.
And in that case, I would tell that person look what I found it's pretty close to the real thing.
Now, my sister-in-law is rich, and she knows her stuff. Like, she's been buying Louis Vuitton and crap like that for like 40 years, right? So she could sniff that stuff out in a second.
Okay.
So there's no way my brother can pull a move.
Right.
But my other sister-in-law could care less about that stuff. She wouldn't know the difference.
Okay.
And they're about the same age.
But
But it depends on your interest in this stuff.
so you would pass it off as a real thing to somebody who didn't know.
To my sister-in-law who doesn't know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say a goddamn word.
Yeah, but you
Look
do
what I spent. I just spent thousands of dollars on it.
You do hear those stories of guys that'll buy meaningful jewelry that have cubic
and then
zirconias
they find
on
out.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like years later after they've died or like.
But who gets hurt? Nobody. If you never know, if you walked around your whole life thinking you had this beautiful bag and you never found out it was fake, who got hurt?
You lied to your wife for years.
And you might
Who
feel
cares?
stupid.
That's marriage, idiot. You go. I've lied to you for 30 years.
You have to lie
Who
in a
cares?
marriage.
Who cares?
You have to lie in
You
a
did not
marriage.
have to lie here.
No,
You did not have
because
to lie.
No, but if it put a smile on her face, why would you crush her and tell her no? It's
Because
fake.
later on, she's going to feel really stupid if
No,
she's
I'm
been telling
saying-
people it's real.
I'm going to say if she goes to her grave
Yeah.
thinking
Oh,
it
you're
was
saying-
real,
Okay.
nobody got hurt.
What he's saying is you have to murder your
I
wife
guess,
to cover
yeah.
the lie.
They have to die.
I mean,
and
if
then
she,
you-
if she dies young, hey, you're off the hook.
For God's sakes,
Hey,
man.
I'm not saying it, but if it happens, it happens.
You're not supposed
There's
to give
nothing
a
we can
gift.
do.
You're not supposed to give a fake gift and then hope. Well, I hope they die before they find out it's not real.
Not the worst thought you could ever have.
252 WCMF. Yes, it is one of the worst thoughts you could have.
No, killing somebody is the worst thought.
Here's a Louis Vuitton bag. I
and
hope
then I
you
kill you and I
die.
take it back.
Okay, U.S. Customs and Border Patrol, Border Protection, said they seized various counterfeit items at Rochester's airport recently. $425,000 is what they'd be worth if it was real, but it's not, so it doesn't matter. They also say around the holiday season every year they see a massive uptick in counterfeit goods trying to enter the country, which means these are absolutely Christmas presents coming in. I mean, I'm looking at this stuff now. I don't know much about Tag Heuer watches or Rolex or Louis Vuitton bags or whatever, but I mean, I wouldn't know this stuff is fake.
Right.
So I guess the only problem is, I'm getting this in a Facebook message from a couple of people, why they would shut this stuff down. The biggest argument you can make is if these are coming into stores that are going to try to pass them off as real and sell them
if somebody's
to
being
customers.
fooled into paying the price.
Yeah.
I don't think if you walked into a Louis Vuitton store, they're selling knockoff bags.
No, I understand, but there are consignment shops that will sell Louis Vuitton bags on consignment that are still very expensive.
So you're thinking like you're buying
You think you're buying Louis Vuitton
that's
and you're not.
used?
No, yeah,
Because
used.
consignment is used.
Yeah.
Well, you're already kind of chinsing out, man.
Well, but that doesn't
Still
mean it shouldn't be
expensive,
real.
yeah.
Bro, consignment shops have exploded the
I
last
know
couple
because
of years.
people chintz out.
My kids love,
Yeah, but they're kids.
and my wife loves,
She don't chintz.
dead ass. It's not chintz, man.
I was gonna say they know how to price designer stuff. Like you're getting a discount on it, but it's still not cheap.
What is that? What's that consignment store?
There's
oh
a
my
few
God.
now.
The
There's-
really popular one for like teenage kids and young women.
Plato's Closet.
That's the one. Thank you. Why
Oh,
did I
okay.
blank on
Yeah.
that? My wife and kids will go to Plato's Closet, and they will go find the Lululemon section, and they will buy Lululemon.
Well, Lululemon is not like Louis Vuitton.
Now that it's your favorite, so that would
it's
make
$100 sweatpants. You're talking $3,000 bags.
but that would make it even more chintz then, right? They should be able to afford the
Oh,
$100
there's still no
sweatpants.
chance.
Oh, so my
But
wife.
no, but she's one of the good ones.
Hold on, let me text my wife. She's off today.
No,
Hey,
because
probably
she's trying
listening.
to save money.
Hearing you call her a chintz ass.
No, I said she's one of the good ones.
Uh-huh.
Say it like that.
Well, how so though? What do you mean?
I don't know.
One of the good ones
It's one of the good ones.
of the shop.
See the good ones?
Uh-huh.
She's one of them. Over there, good. Over there, bad.
So we're gonna split her off.
Well, she's with the good.
Uh huh.
You don't want to be with the bad.
We come back, wrap it up, say what we're doing tomorrow next on CMF. Sorry about that, everybody. Our boss wrote that.
It's pretty good stuff.
That was pretty funny.
We didn't make that.
Very impressed. Way to go, Bob. That's going to be Rapperoo!
The old creepy Monday Rapperoozy.
For a Monday break room CMF that makes tomorrow Tuesday. You know what that means?
Where we creep it in the hood.
We're going to find out. Kimmy's got a post from the neighborhood app. She's going to read it out loud. Going to remove street names and town references. But despite that, we're going to listen.
Have to listen.
And there will be enough clues where we can figure out where they whine. And just after 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, set your phone alarm right now so you don't miss it. We'll be waiting for you with smiles on our faces. Sunshine on my shoulders. By the way, it's sunny outside, still bitterly cold.
Yeah, it looks pretty miserable.
All right, so bundle up if you're leaving like we are. We got to get out. Kimmy, great job today.
Thanks.
Proud of you. For Tommy, thank you. For Tommy Ulay?
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
My name's Pat Duffy.
Hello.
What? Oh, you're
saying wearing his leggings today.
Yeah.
Well, no, I got Under Armour.
Yeah.
They're
like Under Armour leggings.
Worn by athletes and 60-year-old radio show hosts.
I gotta say, I got that on. I got my blood clot socks on. You know, the compression socks. So it's like my legs.
What an
like,
image.
my legs are like springs.
Well, no, what's interesting about Tommy is when he does the Under Armour "We Must Protect This House" commercial, he's talking about his birdhouse. Thank you.
Hello.
We'll try to end on a better joke tomorrow. My name's Pat Duffy. We'll see you tomorrow morning in the break room, 6 a.m. at 96.5 WCMF.